Hello, good evening, and welcome to Stone the Monkey Radio. It's me.
It's you?
It's me. I'm Jane. Hello. Here I am, ears and all.
You look so pretty. I love you, and I want to give you pets and kisses and a little gently a tickling.
Oh heck, thank you, Omicron, for the subscription. I do many appreciate. I hope you enjoy your remotes. And the badger.
The badger. I mean, that's
not a badger.
Do it.
If only there was a badger.
A badger.
Badger. We're back. We're back from all of the beast within. And you're back because you weren't here last week.
I am. I can't remember what disaster struck.
And disaster.
Yeah, probably.
I believe it was and disaster. Oof, did you see my post about WordPress earlier?
I saw your post on WordPress.
I got a little pop-up from WordPress from the app just being like, oh my god, you've had a huge surge in views! It's like, cool, I'll just click on that and see what it... You've had 26 views, up from an average of 0!
Wow, thank you
Thanks!
for the motivation there.
Thank you for really sticking the knife in there. I love you too.
Aww. Daria says that your hair's lovely.
Thank you. I've let it down this week.
Daria's lovely. I like your hair down. Your hair looks nice down.
It's down this week. It's not been down in months.
You've been stuck in pineapple mode.
I've been stuck in pineapple mode. It's been warm enough for pineapple mode. Now it is not really warm enough for pineapple mode. So, end of last week, there was a bit of a problem. I got to the end of the stream and the game crashed and I hadn't saved throughout the entire stream. 2-hour stream, gone.
So you're saying I've missed nothing?
No. Using everything I knew from the game... Oh wait, I pressed the wrong button. No. I pressed all the wrong button.
No! Get off the couch!
I'm off the couch, it's okay. Yeah, so I decided to skip through all the text, go exactly where I needed to go straight away without any fucking about. I managed to get to where I am now, which is literally the next scene from where we were at the end of the last stream, in about 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
This game, very text heavy, a lot of people to talk to, information to uncover. It is a mystery, so...
These damn mysteries and the words.
So, it's a sofa. Sofa, so good.
Why is that sofa in a cage? What did it do wrong?
The death of Wagner on Ash Wednesday, 1883. Wagner suffered a heart attack in a Venetian gondola on the way to Saint Michel. His wife and the gondolier carried him into a church where he regained consciousness. Wagner died 4 days later on this sofa. It killed Wagner.
What, did she just, like, wait for him to come to, plonk him on the sofa and leave him be? Of course he died after 4 days.
I mean...
Desiccated by then.
You're suggesting some liquid, perhaps?
I mean, if she'd have brought him a glass of water, things might have been different. That sofa might have still been allowed to be wild and free and not kept behind danger glass.
Danger glass!
Hi, Grotto!
I can't hear the game. Can anyone else hear the game? I can't hear the game.
I could hear something earlier, but I don't know. No, I can't hear the game.
Helps if you turn the audio on.
Wagner's death
You
mask.
don't need that. You need to be aware of Bruno's trans-coloured wheelchair.
Scrit. Has a scrit happened?
There was a scrit.
Oh, heck.
It's a letter from a Monsieur Beaujolais, dated September 1881.
Well, apparently,
looks like he's discussing
I
acoustics and sound waves
know that
and
feeling.
crystals. Wasn't Wagner's Bayreuth
My
Theatre
ability to
already
multitask
built?
has been
Why would
collapsing
Wagner be
lately.
worrying about acoustics?
Acoustics. And crystals.
It looks like an
They were up to
architectural
shit.
drawing of a theatre. The Wittelsbacher Theater, München. Every square inch is
München.
measured.
Nom 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 nom.
It just looks like a sort of design for the most boring sweater on the right there.
Hey, wait, where?
Grace Nakamura.
Hang on.
That acoustics thing.
Yeah. The most
It
boring
just looks
sweater.
A very boring
Yeah,
sweater
yes.
design. It's like perfectly bland sleeves, round neck, square body.
All these lines all over it implying lots and lots of stars.
Grace Nakamura.
We know who you are, Grace.
Ludwig as the classical Greek hero.
Ludwig.
That statue looks like it just said, "You what, bitch?"
Fucking what, mate?
June 10th,
Fucking have
1881,
you.
Munich residence. Great friend, I am writing to you in the middle of the night.
It's great,
My
friend.
blood is pounding too wildly for sleep. Tonight's performance, how can I describe it? I am unsure whether to be terrified or thrilled. Perhaps I even feel hopeful.
Uh-oh,
If it
he
is
witnessed the
hope,
unknowing
You
again.
have given it to me, my friend, for the first time in years. We must speak.
I'm pretty sure this is just
Something
porn.
happened during the music tonight.
Pretty sure this is just
but
what?
I must have your
Oh, no.
absolute confidence.
Yeah?
As you
My
love me,
blood is
come at
pounding
once.
too
Your
wildly for
devoted
sleep.
king, Ludwig.
Pornographical performances, eh?
And they're
July
friends, which,
1882.
Great friends.
Great and
friends,
beloved king.
TM.
Monsieur
Friends,
Beaujolais and
just
I
guys
have
being
finished
dudes.
the diagram. We checked the figures many
Being
times, and
pals.
Monsieur is confident that it will
Mhm.
work. 8 identical fixtures are to be made from the diagram and placed in the
Want to
theater
fill them with
exactly
hope,
as
courage, and-
specified. I'm sending the diagram with your courier. Be
I
full
know.
of hope and have courage. All will be well. Your own, Wagner.
Your own Wagner. Get your own Wagner.
Ludwig's
Get your
death
own bag, but
mask.
this one's mine. Death masks.
A portrait
that.
given as a
Death mask
gift
comes
from
from the
Ludwig to Wagner.
sky. Might solve a mystery. Grace Nakamura. DuckTales.
Picture looks like it's judging her outfit.
It is.
I agree.
It's more of a bitcher than a picture. Ew.
These look like production
Oh.
designs. I don't see anything that looks like those wolf paintings in Neuschwanstein,
So
though.
how's your day been today?
My day has been busy.
Busy.
Busy. With further busy. Because I only realised at lunchtime that I could get my Little Hope review up today. So I wrote my Little Hope review after normal work and before this work.
These look like production. I don't see anything that looks like those.
What about you?
These look like
My
production
day
design. I don't
has
see anything that looks.
been-
Has been.
My day has been,
It has
and I'm
been.
here now, and I'm better for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This must be a model of Wagner's. This
Just
must.
a lot of trying to do an office job, but also there are children in the office and no one else is around to help.
Sounds like an office job.
Mm-hmm. Young Lance here. Hello.
Hi. How do?
Is it all about the gen train?
Choo choo. Chugga 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 chugga.
Wagner's piano. On this piano, the maestro composed his later operas, including The Ring.
7 days. Wow. I didn't realise that Wagner wrote The Ring. I had always assumed it was just a Japanese horror movie. Shows what I knows.
Franz Liszt, composer and Cosima
Franz
Wagner's
Liszt.
father.
The earliest living metal punk.
Richard Wagner.
It's got one of those circle beards that goes round the top as well.
I mean, it's well attached. Doesn't matter which way you try and pull it off from, there's resistance.
What is the path
Ooh.
of least resistance?
It looks.
Oh, Darius has
It
phone
look-
rang just after
it
they
looks
watched The Ring back in the
It
day.
looks rather
Yep,
simple.
that is, if you screamed, cried, or did a little wee, those are all valid, and we think no less of you.
Not
Thank you,
in...
Magic!
Wagner's
Hi.
death mask.
How do? Yeah, I... A friend of mine went to see The Ring, recommended everyone else in the house go and see it. I went to see it, fell completely in love with it. it wasn't me, but he went to see it again, right? And he told everyone in the house he was going to go and see it again. And wasn't exactly sure what happened. It could have been one of the other housemates, because I lived with some fucking dicks at the time. When he came home to boot up Halo 2 or whatever on his Xbox, he turned his television on to start playing, and it was somebody had pulled the aerial out and whacked the volume up to full volume.
Oh, what a dick.
This would have been 7 days after the last time he saw it. He actually screamed.
Oh.
It's like, oh, Jesus. Why did... Because at first he was like barging in the living room. He was like, Jane, how could you fucking do this to me? I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah.
Do what? You're accusing me of doing things?
Doing
Fuck off.
things?
You're not paying me.
Doing things? This is like 2000 and something. I haven't done anything voluntarily for a while.
I haven't done anything since the 80s.
Do you have any idea how stoned I am?
1982.
I can barely sit up.
June 10th, we
Oh,
must...
Tricky sat on the remote and he thought the whole
Poor
movie
Tricky.
was just stylistically black and white.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
such high art. Or
high
possibly
art.
just a bum cheek.
Wagner died.
Oh, Youngling wants to know if we're doing anything spoopy on Halloween.
Wasn't planning on it.
Opera costumes.
I mean, this is
Opera
technically a horrific game. There are some horror aspects to it, especially later.
And not just the fashion choices.
Not just the fashion choices, no. Yeah, this is about it, really. I have recently got some new horror games on Epic, because they have been the free games recently. So we could do Layers of Fear maybe next week. And what else did I get? I've got Blair Witch, which is this week's free game. Or one of this week's free games. The other one is Ghostbusters. Yeah, after what happened with costume stuff last year that I can't really talk about, I kind of had the whole doing things for Halloween bit sort of dragged out of me a bit this year. I spent weeks on that
I
outfit.
really liked that tweet where someone was like, hold on a minute, I've seen this.
It was sort of two side-by-side tweets, wasn't it? It was like, don't you just hate it when you go to work and forget your skin? Or something like that. And someone was like, Jane, is that you? Yes, that was me.
Someone spotted me, and it got back to me.
Back to me, and I wasn't super
June
happy
10th,
about it.
1881, Munich
I
residence.
mean, they didn't say
Great
anything
friend.
rude.
I am writing to you in the middle of the night. My blood is pounding too wildly for sleep.
Oh, Kira's not sure
Tonight's
what
we
doing
must-
things is.
Doing
July, be full of
things,
hope
you say.
and have courage.
Mhm.
All will be...
I have a vague memory of it, but I don't feel confident enough to try and explain it.
no,
It's a letter. Wasn't Wagner's...
it
it's a
sounds fake.
It looks like an every...
Daria's finally going to watch Hocus Pocus.
Oh, I've heard things about that. I probably watched it many years ago.
So they
Probably
apparently
forgot
no one ever
about it.
shuts up about it. I mean, it's fine.
I think it's got a talking cat in it.
Yeah, the cat's okay. I remember really liking it as a kid, but I also went back and watched Neverending Story that I used to really like as a kid, and now I dare not open the vault of nostalgia ever again. lest it
Wagner
ruins something
souvenirs.
Yeah,
So I can't
Wagner
watch it again to
souvenir.
see if it holds up.
no.
Because it probably won't, and then I won't even have the vague memory of it
What are you
being
doing
good.
here if the museum is closed?
They always like to have a
Aw.
caretaker here. It's a good job for me. I can,
I'm sorry it was spoiled
soak
for
in
you.
the atmosphere
Was
of
it
the
not
maestro
cool?
while I
I
compose.
just remember
What are you
Falcor.
composing?
This? Oh, a new arrangement. One of
I mean-
Wagner's pieces.
Not to be mistaken
For the
with
Bayreuth
Falco.
Opera?
I am
It
only a
was-
student at the university. I study music, composition, conducting.
The plot doesn't stand up to scrutiny.
Of course not, it's a kids' movie.
Is there much of a call for conductors in Europe?
Daria loves Neverending Story
That's my
and
brother.
says it does hold
He's
up.
the conductor for the Munich Opera.
Chrono's saying you're planning on watching a
that mean
lot
you
of
get
horror
free
and
opera
B movies.
tickets?
I wouldn't mind watching some horror movies, it's been a while.
I get a week's
I don't
pass to
think
the
I've got-
horror movie is
Festspiele,
technically
the,
a horror. I thought that was a
opera
kid's
festival
film.
in Munich. It starts in a
B
few.
movies are
I'm still around to
basically
see it.
just like good bad movies.
Come with me
I
if
was
you like.
being a
If
shit.
you're still around,
Oh, okay.
I can go backstage and
It
all
didn't
sorts of
work.
things.
I tried to be
I'd
funny.
love that.
I've already
you-
obviously
If I'm
had my
still in
turn this
Germany, I'll
week.
call you, alright?
Yeah, good.
Becky, you should know by now that me and Laura both struggle with that sort of stuff.
Tell me about Wagner.
Yeah, I realise now that you don't have the.
He was a
I was
character.
doing the shit-eating grin
He
face.
spent
Yes,
most of
I
his
don't,
life
didn't
don't have
help.
that.
trying to convince
That doesn't
rich
help when I
hotels
can't
to
see you.
subsidize his work. Unfortunately,
Alright,
he had
I want you
expensive
to
tastes. You see,
think
he
about my
believed
shit-eating
that
grin
someone of
face.
his genius
Think about it.
deserved
Ponder
to
on it.
live well.
That's the face
Can't
I made.
argue with that.
But Ludwig II
I
supported
keep going
him,
back
didn't he?
to it. I don't know why.
Sure, but Ludwig came along very late in Wagner's life.
Well, that
By
kind of
then,
face.
he had already been run out of Venice.
Oh,
and,
Dario, what do you mean Neverending Story
most
ends
major
halfway
cities
through the
because of
book?
debt.
Did you only watch the first
Ludwig
one?
saved
By
him.
the time it's getting to
And the
like the
music.
third one, it's dire.
Wait,
Yes,
they
the
made
Ludwig
3
had it.
never-ending story movies?
Do you know anything about that letter from Wagner to Ludwig in the display case? The one about the diagram?
No. Equipment for Ludwig's theater. But I don't know why
Ludwig's theater,
Wagner would have
Ludwig's
cared about
theater.
this. If he was worried about any theater, you would think it would have been his own theater, here, in Bayreuth.
My right.
Right, it's the first movie that only covers half the novel. So I'm assuming the second movie covers the second half of the novel, and the
Have
third
you ever
movie
heard
was
about the letter that Ludwig
Made
wrote
up
to the Munich
bollocks.
conductor in 1882, telling him to prepare for a
not
new
done with
Wagner
the
opera?
blessing of the original
You're
author.
full of surprises for an American.
What do you know about it?
No one knows anything about it. It's like a treasure map, you know? It's probably a complete fairy tale, but it does make you wonder.
And it
You
makes
have
me
no idea what it could have
wonder.
referred to? Maybe something that Wagner was
I
working on
made
with
stew
Ludwig?
today.
I
was-
made carrots
There's no
today.
trace of it,
They looked really good.
except perhaps in
They were
the
really
dreams
good.
of unemployed
Do you want to
music
give
students.
everybody your carrot recipe?
Right, first you get some carrots. If you've done
Have you
that,
ever heard
you're
about the wolf
90% of
panels
the
in
way
the
there.
Singers Hall
You need
at
garlic as well.
Neuschwanstein?
Yeah, it was
my
grated
brother send
carrots
you?
so that they cooked through quick and even.
No.
I tried it again later with carrot batons though because I needed more,
Probably not.
and that was fine.
It's only
Garlic butter, some
the letters of
parsley,
the conductor, the wolf panel.
bit of sesame oil,
My brother
bit
thinks
of
I'm
MSG,
crazy
bit of
because of all
vegetable
my
stock.
theories.
What you do is you boil
What
the carrots
theories?
with like the lid on so it takes
This
forever,
is quatsch.
and then as the water boils down and evaporates, they start frying themselves instead,
there was
and then you just
a
wait for that
lost
to caramelise,
a lost
and the
Wagner
result
opera,
is
and
the
if one
most
could find
amazing
it
caramelised garlic butter
to a
carrots.
conductor, this would be
Warning,
like
may
finding
cause health
Plutarch's
problems.
tomb.
Delicious.
But
Oh yes, but this is about as
People
far
have
removed
looked
from
for
a
it
vegetable as
before.
you can get. I'm trying!
There was a Canadian mini-series of the Never-Ending Story. That's
it's
amazing.
gone forever.
Oh gosh.
My brother says I waste my time even thinking
What did
about
you
it.
do with your stew? Your stew looks... Oh god. I
My
just want
stew
a
is
hecky
one of
tasty-
those stew packs from Sainsbury's. Like I spent £1
Oh.
and got a big snarpip and 3 big carrots and a small swede, and I put the onions with I cut. I took like 4 large onions, skinned them, covered them in a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, mixed herbs, stuck them in the oven for at 220 for about an hour.
I realise
Meanwhile-
that now you're giving things like times and temperatures. My very northern boil it until you can't boil it no more.
Meanwhile,
Sounds different.
meanwhile, chopped up carrots, snarpip, and stuck them in the pan. Stuck them in a huge cauldron. So there you go. That's my Halloween thing. A tin of peas and a tin of potatoes. 2 vegetable stock cubes. Butt tons of water and some soy chunks. And then I'll put that on the heat for about 2 hours. And then about an hour into that, I took out the onions, took off the completely overcooked outer skin and ate it like onion jerky. And I cut the onions up into quarters and I chucked them in the thing. And I added like about that much minced garlic. About like a handful of minced garlic. What's that, like a couple of bulbs worth?
An amount.
Couple of
You measure
bulbs worth.
garlic with your heart.
Right. I really should have roasted the garlic as well. Imagine how good the house would have smelled.
Mm. Oh, Laura doing a little scamper downstairs for us.
I'm curious. Is there
She had
any
a
other
little sniffies.
information that points
And
to
then
a
she had
lost
some for
opera
lunch.
besides Ludwig's letter and the wolf panel?
And then she had some more for dinner.
Double lucky girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing.
It's good stuff.
I'm not even supposed to have seen it.
You've seen something. Yeah, so
You
it
see,
was a good stew. It was tasty.
My
It was
brother
hearty.
says that
I had it
Wagner
with some
was
bread. It
too
was good for mopping.
egotistical to have produced a lost opera. If he was working on something new, every person in Bayreuth would have heard about it. On the other hand, it was in Ludwig's character to have wanted a private opera.
But it wouldn't have been private. Ludwig's letter shows he intended it to be played in Munich.
Yes, but that it would get so far without Wagner telling others, why keep it a secret?
I want bread.
Maybe there was
Shut
a
up,
very
Brad.
good reason for secrecy.
For example,
Like,
That was bloody quick.
never mind.
I put 2 items up on the Steam Marketplace just before the stream started, and they've already sold. Right, I think I am good to go.
Are you sure there wasn't any more monologue left to come out of him?
There might have been some monologue.
Monologue?
Monologue. Dog, dog, monologue. I said a dog, dog, monologue. Fart, fart.
I really shouldn't leave like tiny bells
Hi,
and things on my
did you have a
desk if
good
I intend
time?
to faff with things on my desk while we're streaming.
Anything new? Yes, you had a phone call. Really? A man named
Ooh,
Professor
Omicron saying that
Barkley said you had
porridge
his number.
using water can be
I
made
do.
creamier by being left
Thanks.
in the pan overnight before cooking.
Is that not how people make porridge?
Not how I make porridge. Porridge has got to be instant or not at all. Hi, Qui-Gon.
Come on!
I would generally make it like a handful of oats, some water, just a splash of milk, a little bit of salt, and like half a teaspoon of sugar.
But that's gotta leave it to soak.
Nah.
Need
Wait,
to wait for it to get better.
what sexual things are happening in my chat?
Rona's talking about bondage.
Ooh. Ow. Fun, fun, fun. Fun. It's not for everybody though.
It's okay, you can bondage me.
I would like to bondage you.
Oh, I'd like that too. I'm glad our interests align.
Align. Align. Bondage.
Yeah, apparently the main villain in the miniseries is devouring the scenery, and beyond in the performance of this cartoonishly evil villain.
Yeah, twiddles
also-
moustache.
Low-key bondage dom energy.
I mean,
That-
all good villains should have low-key bondage dom energy.
Right, if you don't want them to step on you, what's the point?
Hello?
Hi, Professor Barkley. It's Grace.
Oh, good. I have a name for you. It's Herr Josef Dahlmeier. And,
Dahlmeier?
he specializes in Bavarian history, and I think he's somewhere near where you are.
Joseph
Next time,
Dahlmeier.
tell me you've never put
Great,
oats
got a
in
number?
soup.
Yeah, I do. It's
Never put oats in a soup. No, you're right. I've never put oats in a soup.
555
How
2234.
southern are you on a scale of 1 to not northern?
Thanks a lot. Sorry about the bother.
0?
That's no bother. When are you coming back to school, Gracie?
That's
When I figure it out, I'll let you know.
I'm sorry that I am culturally different to you and that is
It's
some way
fine.
offensive.
I'm not offended, I'm just going to make you some porridge. No. And you'll like it, it'll be good.
I'm not sure you can guarantee that. I'm not a big fan. Also, I might add, if Limmy, who is fucking Scottish, can claim to be able to make porridge in a hotel room using only a cup and a kettle and some water, you don't need to leave it in the thing overnight.
Yeah, you
Don't
must be
need to,
Grace
but it's better
Nakamura,
if
the
you
American
do.
history student.
Yes,
Oh,
I
heck.
hear you're interested in Ludwig II.
very.
Well, chat
Good.
just got killed.
There's something I want
Hi,
to show
Dan.
you.
Ow.
Drive to Berg on Starnberger See. Meet me
Hello,
at the
darling.
Memorial Chapel.
All right, thank you.
Oh wait, was there anything you wanted me to look into before we meet?
Tell us
Well,
the
I was hoping you knew
things.
something about someone called the Black Wolf. He was a
Jim,
contemporary of
Jim,
Ludwig's. He
Jim,
lived
have you
in
heard?
Prussia,
Have you heard? Have you
and
heard they're
he was
making
well
Boglins?
connected.
Never heard
Oh,
of him,
they're
but I'll
making
check.
Boglins.
See you
Apparently they're kickstarting some more
Thanks.
Boglins.
Oh,
I don't know if
it
Jim's heard
already
about that.
It already made numbers.
I imagine Jim has heard about that about a bajillion times today.
Yeah, this one person managed to back it for like the top tier. I have no idea who it was.
Whomst could it be? What mystery? Whomst could have claimed this?
Qui-Gon said that BDSM is for a lot more people than realise though. There are far too many people with sticks up their asses to realise what they want.
Sticks up their asses,
If
apparently.
they wanted the stick, then they're on their way.
Somebody could have dealt Mala.
Jim knew before it was announced. It was meant to be tomorrow, but they made a heck of it.
That's
Imagine
because Jim's too cool for school.
accidentally being fully funded before you meant to announce it. How embarrassing. I wish I fucked up that way.
Ooh, Tricky saying I saw Atomic Shrimp make a vegan black pudding. It seems like a weird choice. Give us the blood pudding.
I really like it. I've tried a vegan one once and it was just basically chewing pepper. It was awful.
Chewing pepper.
It was so bad. It was
I
just.
like the sound of chewing pepper, actually.
Right, vegan black pudding.
Right.
Up your alley.
So it's like a jerky.
I mean, it was, like cheap black pudding. It's kind of dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can imagine that texture, but pain.
Mm.
There you
I
go.
was wondering if you've changed your mind about telling me where Gabriel
Well,
is.
that's
It's
not so
really
good.
important.
No.
Apparently it's foraged shrooms.
Are the Smiths in
pepper
their
and
room?
herbs.
Yeah, I believe so.
Should have gone and got my own mushroom.
What
Could
is-
you ask them to come down, please?
I could have only done it once.
Yeah,
but
natürlich.
Chewing peppers. Give me some pepper jerky. That onion jerky earlier was pretty good. Nom 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 nom.
Just tell Merle
Ooh,
what's
Kronos
going
brought
on.
facts.
Facts, Kronos, fact corner.
They brought facts. I like facts.
Corona fact. Is
I
that
had
a
a dream last
Author
night.
of the Neverending Story
I
book,
didn't remember it at
heckin'
first,
hated
but-
the 1984 movie.
I saw something today at one of the museums.
Spicy.
What was the dream?
That's
I was being chased in
they
the
made
woods
3 movies.
by wolves.
They made
did?
one and was like, we should do this again. Then they made the
And I saw
second one and
Slay.
they were like, you know what, lad?
Ludwig was inside.
We got one more in us. Go on. And a
And they
miniseries.
didn't, but they made it
I thought I
anyway.
was safe.
Let's just get right in there. Hammer it
Then he
out.
turned into a wolf.
Oh, someone should have.
So what do you think?
Somebody should make Falcor dolls. Everybody wants a Falcor doll, right?
Is a spiritual guide dream.
I mean, I would like
The
that.
High Priestess in Gabriel's cards must be linked to Ludwig somehow.
Anyway, the best version of the
What do the
Neverending
wolves
Story
represent?
is Avatar: The Last
I'm a
Airbender.
psychic, dear, not Freud. But the warning I got was about the black wolf, wasn't it? And the wolves in the dream.
It's got a
must
flying
be the
white
same
thing that's
danger.
adorable.
It's so
What could you want?
frustrating.
That's all the
The more I
Neverending
find
Story is
out, the more
about, right?
questions I have.
No,
Why
there's
don't you
also
try a
the
little
like
communicating of your
traumatizing
own?
part of your childhood where you
Ludwig's the
watch a
name.
horse
Appeal to
drown.
him.
Was that
on
Neverending
small
Story?
towns.
May not
Screams
come
and
right away,
cries.
but at least you'll give the guide something specific to say the next time she comes.
Oh, the sad horse
Isn't
drowns.
there any way that you
Yeah.
could, you know,
Yeah, I
do
always
psychic
forget that
reading
that's
on
in that
Ludwig or
movie.
something?
To tell
think
you
the
the
word you're
truth,
looking for
I've
is
been trying
repress.
all day to
No,
make
it.
contact.
You're talking about someone who got a smack round the
Great
head for
despair.
laughing when Bambi's mum died.
Ludwig's soul is not at peace.
I mean, to be fair, I had a very different relationship to my mother than Bambi did to this. She's not coming
better
back,
go.
Bambi.
Anytime you need us, stop by.
Be careful now.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm glad Kiri agrees with me. Appa is better than Falcor, confirmed. Yep, yep. Mm-hmm.
Egon's not happy that Jurassic Park went the way it did instead of carrying on from the sequel. I've watched so many Jurassic Park films, I barely remember any of them.
That's because none of them were any good, apart from the first one.
I'll take your word for it. I can't remember.
Yeah, my mum read all the Michael Crichton books at one point. Sie schaut. Schaut. Sie schaut.
Hear shout, speak shout.
On the sea shout. CG never ages well. It's not for that. It's not for us to enjoy. Oh, choices.
Oh,
Decisions! Make decisions.
No. Oh, the way little Pete's just don't have any bearing on the floor.
This is where he died. You must be Grace.
Hi, scary man.
Hello.
Joseph. I didn't mean to start
Scary
with you.
man. You scared me.
I wanted you to see it.
That's very, very... Do you think that's naturally that curly?
At the castle.
I did used to have a teacher with hair like that,
Wow.
and they didn't curl it. So it is humanly possible.
I had a friend in middle school who had hair that was kind of like Rimmer's from Red Dwarf.
He was the
Like
last
that
king that
really,
Bavaria
really,
had.
really tight
As a
girls.
Bavarian and a history buff, well, that's enough to hook me right there.
But there's more, right?
He was a romantic, you know, a dreamer. And he was misunderstood, maligned.
Sounds like you can relate.
Me? Hell, I have it easy. At least I live in the 1990s. And not every eye in the country is on me.
I think chat's slowly discovering that they've all read the same book at some point.
Or different books.
I mean, they probably didn't read the same copy.
You know about Ludwig's diary, right?
Oh,
Of course.
Tiny Tato friends
How can I get
passing
my
on
hands
the
on it?
one book.
I'm sorry. I have been trying
Well,
myself for 5 years.
I'm glad they're working it all
They
out.
keep it locked up tight in the Royal
Oh,
Archives,
what
and they
books
don't
did you
let it
get made
out.
to read in school?
They must think it contains things that.
Red Book 1,
They won't let anyone see it, not ever.
Red Book 2,
Only one person
Red
outside
Book
of the
3.
government ever got to see it. A biographer, Sir Richmond Chapel. He
and
had
then I don't
friends
really
among
remember
the
being
German
forced to
royals,
read
and they let
books
him look.
until A Kestrel for a Knave and An Inspector Calls.
No?
I read an Inspector
I can't believe I never
Calls.
thought of that. If you do, and
I
you
might
find
still
out
have my
anything, you
copy.
must share.
It's a promise.
Oh, we didn't get to keep the copies.
Oh, we had to buy our copies.
Wow, we're really having a who went
Tell
to the
me about
poorest
Ludwig.
school in my
I don't know where to start. There's so much.
Yay! Jim
Oh,
had to
I
read
did it
Inspector
as
Calls as well.
Politically, the most significant thing about Ludwig II was that he
And then
signed
they
the
fleeced us all
independent
to go and see
Bavarian
the
state to
the
Prussia
theatre in London.
1870.
Oh, we
Bavaria
got
became
to
a
watch
part
it
of
on the
United
trolley.
Germany, and Ludwig
You know, they
became
get
a
the little
figurehead
trolley
prince
and
under
the
the
wheel,
Prussian
the one
Kaiser.
school
Why do you
telly.
think he did that?
Those of us who couldn't afford to go to the theatre
Bavaria
sat
had
and
been
watched it on the
involved in
trolley.
100 Years' War.
Speak,
People
speak,
were
speak,
tired of
speak, speak.
fighting.
That one wonky wheel.
Prussians pushed to unite the German
Right.
states made some amount of sense.
Like the little
Still,
flap
Ludwig
that
must
the
have had other options.
VHS shoved into the
At
bottom
the
of
very
the
least, he
telly.
should have negotiated better
Sat there
terms.
half
So
open
what
the
was
whole
the
time,
reason?
Oh,
bothering you.
yeah.
He was manipulated.
Oh,
You had one that was
sat
attached to
there
the
like,
telly.
this is
How
fine.
fancy and modern.
Oh no, it was just the cheapest way of doing it.
Oh no, we had like clearly like an old ass one of those VHS ones where it like pops up at the top and you slide it in and then just ka-chunk all the way down.
Oh god.
Yeah,
What about
Ludwig.
Oh.
connected to a CRT that probably was a
You'll
bit
find
heavy to be on that
on Ludwig.
rickety ass fucking trolley.
The tourists get is the romantic ideal. Ludwig the tormented.
I mean, I went to a high school that still used
Then there is the
BBC
historian's
micros
point of view. Ludwig was
until
plagued with
about
guilt
the
over
year
his
before I
sexual
was due to leave,
orientation,
and we
he
finally
was
had
driven
PCs
mad
fitted.
with self-loathing.
By which point I'd
But I
already
take it
not
you're
taken
not
IT
buying
because
either
it
point
seemed
of view.
completely fucking
Well,
pointless.
it's all too convenient, isn't it? That he was a devout
It's
Catholic,
1995 and we're still
question,
using
and I'm
BBC
sure the
micros.
word
Fuck
pressure
this
on him
girl.
would be normal. But he was no prude.
I'm gonna add someone to the call.
He loved
Oh, heck.
Byron. Yes. Philosophy, the
Bracing
French
myself,
court.
bracing myself,
If anything, Ludwig was too much
bracing
an
myself.
egomaniac.
I'm clung
He
to my
didn't
seat.
give a
I shall
damn
get
what
straps.
anyone thought.
Why are you
And besides, he
breast?
didn't try
Just
to
in case I
hide
slide
any
off my seat.
relationships. If he suffered from anything in his romantic life, it was
Hey,
disillusionment.
beautiful.
No
you
one
remember
loved
how
him back as
Spectacles
purely as he
ended?
himself loved.
I do not remember how Inspector Calls ended. I remember I was bored.
They all did it.
Well, if it
They
wasn't
all did
sexual
it.
guilt that
Which
tormented him,
ending?
what was it?
Hang on, we need to
Ending,
turn
that's what
Jim
it
up.
was.
His diary was filled with self-guilt, but I'm sure it's not about
The
that.
sick thing is,
If I
and
knew,
it
I'd
is,
write my
I've
own book,
decided
set the record straight.
it's sick,
So to speak.
is I don't want to spoil an Inspector Calls for a viewership that doesn't care.
It's okay, we all read it at school.
They all did it.
Have you read
That is
anything
true.
about Ludwig's
She
midnight
killed herself.
sleigh rides?
Would that have been something?
But
To be out
that's
at
not
night
the
and
point, though,
suddenly
is
see
it?
him
They
sweep by
killed
with his
her.
No,
entourage?
With
They
their
say that
shittiness.
agitated Ludwig
No.
and that being
Bleach.
outdoors and the rushing feeling of the sleigh calmed him down.
Bleach done it.
Sometimes
remember
even the
that
sleigh wasn't
from
enough.
Bleach
Bleach
did
did
it.
In some remote
Bleach did it
woods,
physically. I think
servants
morally they
to
were
go
responsible.
wandering off by himself for hours.
I take most
drove
things
the servants
literally at
crazy.
first. Because I can't let information sink in. When I first watched Jacob's
Tell me
Ladder, I
about
couldn't
Bismarck.
understand a fucking thing.
He
I've
was
only
the
seen it
Prussian
once and I was
Chancellor's
very,
Chancellor,
very stoned.
Not a nice man.
I should have. This
Bismarck
is
had a
before I
reputation for
was
learning
into
people's weaknesses
like
and
blocking out
manipulating them.
life that way.
It's a matter of record that he had spies
I
on
watched
Ludwig's
this one,
staff.
Stone Cold
He may
Creamery,
even have had a
and
henchman even closer to the
didn't get
killer.
it, and I should
And he
have because
was-
I love plots like that. But sometimes,
Did you find out
like, I
anything about
just
the
don't
Black Wolf?
get
Yeah, I
things.
did.
They just
I've
don't
read about him
get
before,
in
but
my
I hadn't
head.
realized that was who you were
Might
talking
be
about.
why I don't care for
His
Jeff
name was
Buckley.
Godin. Paul Godin.
I've found a
I
PDF
found
of
a
it.
reference to
I'm
his
going to
being
read the
called
last
Jeff
page. I'm
Buckley.
going to spoil.
Phone.
Yeah.
I've never
A
know
PDF.
about Godin.
Good
He
gravy.
must have done something remarkable. Bismarck was not a generous man.
I-
He liked to string people along
Yeah,
with promises,
I've
but
looked
they
over at the
were
shelf.
true.
I don't think I've still got my
For
copy. I think I've
Godin,
chucked it
he
out
gave
when I
him a
moved
royal
house last.
title and lands in
Not that that
1860.
would have made much difference. It was covered completely in permanent marker and fucking
It's not that unusual.
pentagrams.
Back then,
Because
when
I
you
was
were
that
given a
kind of edgy
title, you
16-year-old.
changed your name and
Damn
moved
right.
to a place
Draw
where
them
no one knew you
pentagrams
passed,
for the
so
devil.
you could
For the
act
devil.
with impunity.
Or the devil for it.
Be a
Really,
pompous
really
ass
impress
and
him.
get away
The
with
devil saw that, the devil would be like, fucking hell, that's brilliant.
Fucking hell, that's brilliant. I love how wonky it is. So wonky.
Yeah. That's even better for the devil.
Yeah,
Is there any
yeah.
way to find out what Godin was called?
Put that circle right up, brilliant.
Circle's
Stick it to
wonky.
them circle idiots.
The bottom two bits on the top two bits on the start are way too long.
Assuming it has
Yep.
destroyed during
Yep.
one of the wars. Godin's new name would be on it.
Yes,
But you would
puppies.
need a
That is a
research
gym.
permit from the
It's a
government
gym.
to access those records, and they can be very hard to get. A lot of red tape.
Great.
Oh, Omegon's got a pro tip. Do not draw a conjuring circle to summon a devil to help with geometry.
Oh, fuck.
What do you know
Damn
about
it.
Ludwig's hunting?
Now we learn.
A couple of
Yeah,
years
I've made a
ago, I was
terrible
introduced
mistake.
to this great old man.
I made a terrible
There's
mistake like
references to
24
address.
years ago.
His
No.
grandfather,
Right.
Richard
Do you want a
Horner,
list of books I've
Ludwig's
read at
equestrian.
school or not?
Go for
I
it.
do.
I
Told
presume
some
that's why you
great Ludwig
brought me on,
stories.
right?
I mean, I just wanted to
Sometimes
spend
I
time
get
with you,
lucky.
honestly.
I
Yeah,
had
there's that.
Anyway, he said that after
Right,
the
well,
hunting accident,
there needs to
Ludwig
be
got
an objective
terribly
to
ill.
that. I
He
don't
had a
spend time
fever
with people
and
without a
was
fucking
acting
reason. I've
crazy.
got things to do.
They were carrying a disease.
Wow.
Don't laugh. I've got a social life. Don't you worry about it. Sometimes I look
We're
at
not
books
it,
I've
but
read
sure.
The servants were really worried.
Right,
Ludwig
these are the
recovered
books I've read at
physically.
school.
Mhm.
One,
Horning's
and
grandfather said
Inspector
it
Calls.
was the
I'm
fever that
including
broke
plays,
Ludwig's
don't you
mind,
worry about it.
that he was
And
worse
Inspector
than ever after
Calls.
that.
Bugsy Malone, I think. There was one play where it was an all boys school, so someone had to read the girls' lines. And in one of these things, I got the girls' lines, and I gave it my all. And I thought everyone was impressed. Apparently, they were taking the piss out of me. But I turned in a, dare I say, sterling performance. I think it was Bugsy Malone.
Can you play Ariel as well?
Would fly into a rage at the least mistake.
Any of you familiar with Plague 99?
No.
Plague 99 kills people. In 1999, presumably. There was a whole chapter where she sees a school friend and she's gone fucking stir crazy, you know, she's gone proper. And then she reads a diary entry that's like, something out of Resident
That's a number
Evil.
of warning
So I've read that
sisters.
book.
There's a story about Neuschwanstein.
Nice one.
Apparently, there was a period of time before 3
Didn't
months
you
went
play
by
Ariel
without
at some
coming
point
visit.
in Return to the Forbidden Planet?
The two would lock themselves in the singer's
Great,
hall.
great
Colin's
question,
grandfather
Jay.
said the sounds that came from there were
yes,
awful.
yes, I did.
It's one of the few plays that I'm always impressed when other people have fucking heard of it.
Oh hell! Return to the Forbidden Planet went and saw a live production of it in Londinium.
Yay.
Big smoke.
Maybe it was fun trying to sing.
Could have been
And
the
it was
same
good.
production.
I mean, dare say I
Well,
improved
I
the
guess
formula.
that's all
I mean,
for
I
now.
ripped off Crichton's
Thanks for your
voice
help.
for the
Naturally, you'd have to.
But I did a real good version of Who's Sorry Now, and I did rollerblading for it, even though I was a tubby tub.
Wow.
And this was after years of fucking drama teacher, Mrs. Tanley. It annoys me. I can't remember her name because I'm still angry.
glitter.
It should be burnt in my head, but it's not. Mrs. Tamley, we call her that, ignored me for years, casting me as Wino 1 in Little Shop of Horrors, and then playing a trumpet over my one line. Fuck you, Mrs. Tamley. So anyway.
So you didn't even get to go, then you go.
Then you go. And then when I do that, the fucking trumpet, burp, burp, burp. Why even do that? No faith in me whatsoever. Don't cast me in a deep voice line. What's the problem? What's wrong with you? So, you know, I just wanted Mushnik. It's not a big role. I got one song. Anyway, passed over all the time. And then Ariel smashed it. Absolutely crushed it. And then one time I'm putting in the fucking performance of my life in class, drama class. And then she looks at me and she says, why did I ever pass you over? And then to save face says, well, you did mess around a lot. Rude.
Rude.
Story of my life.
Yeah.
Passed over all the time, ignored.
Well,
I'm going to kick up a stink. One day everyone's going to pay.
everyone. Can I help?
Oh, everyone. The Piper's got a list. And everyone's on it.
Maybe a note's on it.
There's a
Should
short
refer to the
list.
list.
I'm back.
I'll give you the list of people, right, that don't owe the Piper. And it's a raffle ticket. And it's blank.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
heck. Well, there's that aspect.
I have no idea what the fuck's going on in this game.
Well,
Okay,
there's a
yeah,
raffle
that's
ticket.
it.
We're all on the list, is what they're saying. We're on the list.
Have you heard from Gabriel at all?
The Piper is coming for us, all of us.
Sorry.
We know who
Stalking
the
us
Piper
day
pipes
and night.
for now.
Yeah, it pipes for thee.
Gerda, do you have any idea where I could get a government
Toot, toot,
research
motherfucker.
permit? I don't have time for a lot of red tape.
You should ask Herr Übergrau. He can maybe get such things very fast.
Were there any other books on the list, Jim?
I was going to write Gabriel today anyway.
Macbeth.
Oh, fancy class, eh? Got to read Macbeth.
Oh, I didn't read Macbeth. I got
Only the
stiffed
top
with
class
Romeo
got to
and
read
Juliet.
Macbeth.
I was top class and I got stiffed. Romeo and Juliet.
We got
I just
Inspector
don't
Calls.
get-
The top class got To Kill a Mockingbird and Macbeth. The Scottish play.
Well, they evidently lowered the bar before it was my time.
Our school had no money. The only reason there was anything for drama stuff was the headmaster at the time was clearly living some failed dream. He was loving it. So even though we had literally no money, so Little Shop of Horrors had a paper mache plant. It looked melted. It looked like a melted Smartie.
It wasn't just a child painted green then.
No, that
My German
was...
isn't good enough.
Right. Strap yourselves in.
Hey!
So, that one was even worse. Bigger role. Gave me
My
the
German
John
isn't-
Candy role from the film, and I played it to the hilt. I weared my Jeff Lynne hat, and plugged my sketch group, which was just me and Leo. We were terrible. Got a glare from the previous drama teacher who left the college because she knew that I shouldn't have ad-libbed that. But anyway, For that one, they fucking Leo played the customer, the Christopher Guest character. Audrey too, the plant, was Shona with a flower painted on her fucking face. Gold
I don't
dress
have anything
on.
to ask Gerda right now.
The way I'll never forget the poster, silhouette of a woman in an evening gown with the shadow cast on the floor being the plant. I'm like, you don't try and fucking spin it, you cowards. Admit what you've done. What you've done is bad and wrong. And during the production, Leo and I would go behind the curtain that served as the backdrop, because there was no fucking set. So the curtain served as a backdrop, and we just dropped our trousers and we danced behind it, sort of just parading back and forth for each other's amusement, safe in the knowledge that when the VHS recording was sent to the graders for the study, that they wouldn't know. So that really was getting nothing out of it, but they wouldn't know that we were parading around in our underwear behind the curtain. But we knew, and that was the main thing.
That's the important thing.
It was like that time we masturbated over Hulk Hogan. It's like we knew I mean, it was cheating, it was sloppy, but just enough to say you did it, just so that we could enjoy that.
Anyone can enjoy jerking it to Hulk Hogan.
Oh no, it's absolutely horrible. I've got absolutely no attraction to the man, but I thought, well, better wobble it because, you know, he said he would.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
We weren't very popular at college.
I heard.
Looking at a picture of Hulk Hogan now and not a twitch.
No.
You did well.
Let's be fair. This was 2003. I mean, he was
less publicly racist.
Sprightly. I mean, he couldn't bump and anything, and was still, you know, a human hot dog, and was still incredibly racist and horrible and a liar.
Hello, darling.
Professional liar.
Oh,
I love you too.
Tell she's pretty. Tell she's pretty. She's
Becky
soft
says
and
you're
pretty.
pretty.
You're both pretty.
Jim's here too.
Oh, hey, Jim. Hey, you're pretty too.
It's true,
Thank
Jim is
you.
pretty. We're just talking about wanking over Hulk Hogan.
Fucking Hulk
What
Hogan.
the conversation's come in on.
Hulk Hogan's worth it just for Suburban
Have a good
Commando.
time, everyone.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Oh
Daria
god.
says, of all the wrestlers.
I mean,
Right.
there were
Daria
others. There were
Yeah.
others. They were just more sincere.
That was just that day's wrestler.
Hulk Hogan was just for a giggle.
Nothing else. There's
Just something for the bucket
I'm not
list,
sure
you
what-
know.
The fuck it bucket.
Yeah, the bottom of the barrel list. There's nothing but cum and regret down there.
Welcome to... I mean, isn't that just life in general?
Yep.
Just come and regret.
I want to know who else is on the bucket list now.
Come and regret the Jane Magnet story.
If you ever write an autobiography, I'm not putting that past you.
To answer your question, Becky, the Beast of Bodmin Moor is also on the list, but I need a conclusive photograph. So as soon as that comes in, I'll become in over the Beast of Bodmin Moor.
I mean, at this point, it's
I don't know
probably
if
dead.
I don't know if that's a reference that's
Anyone over
But-
30 will get.
Oh.
Under 30 will
yeah.
get.
Is this scanning? Does this scan?
I get it, but I'm old, so...
And who are you doing this?
I mean, it's not a funny statement to begin with, but so long as someone knows what I'm talking about, so
It's okay, I
don't
got
feel
you.
like need
I
to
got you.
help. Brilliant.
All right.
Thank God.
Thomas Chappell's number in England is
Yeah, someone was saying that it's
555-77.
it's probably dead by now
very
because
much.
there
I
were
appreciate
talk
it.
about like large black cats having escaped
Bye.
in that area. So there was probably a mother, probably with some cubs, but they're probably all dead by now because the sightings of it stopped happening after a couple of really cold winters.
Well, that's going to make it more difficult.
I mean, it depends how dedicated you are.
Alright, I've just googled it. It's just a cat.
It's a large black cat, possibly a panther.
Just hold a regular picture of a cat closer to your face.
Or Jungle Book, Bagheera. A handsome fucking cat right there. See, most people go for like the girl lion from Lion King when she's grown up. Just
No.
because I think
No,
if you
that's weird when you were as a kid.
huh?
It's weird if you've known him as a kid.
Well, I guess anyone who's watched The Lion King has.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking skeevy bastards. Anyone who's watched The Lion King is basically Woody Allen.
Wow.
Just saying.
We heard it here first, folks.
It's just my opinion.
You're
I
entitled
should
to
get
that
a letter
opinion.
off to Gabriel. I need to
Wait,
include
what?
a note to Ubergrau about the research
Tricky
permit.
saying that Lion King was my first introduction to weed.
Is it different where you live?
There is that scene where Timon and Pumbaa engage in what could only be described as enthusiastic bong rips, and they love it. And Timon at one point says, "Hey, Pumbaa, I love these bong rips." And then Pumbaa says, "Oh yes, they're quite they're drugs."
Lot of drugs in here.
Yeah. Oh, Hakuna drugs.
Hakuna Mahashish. What a wonderful phrase.
I felt a powerful aversion to drugs of any kind until my 30s. And then at some point, the weight of the world just gets on you.
Yeah. I mean, I was eating hash cake from the age of 4, so didn't really have a choice about the whole drugs thing.
Okay, well, that's a bit quicker than me.
Someone reset the bleak alarm.
It's not that bleak. I mean, don't ever do that to
Your mother
your
was
children.
feeding you drugs because she couldn't be asked to parent.
It kept me quiet. I was kept quiet.
I'm just saying, mine's 4 and I haven't fed him hash cake.
I don't recommend it. It will really fuck their heads up. And potentially lead to a lifetime of clinical depression. You shouldn't give children drugs. Their brains aren't developed yet.
Brauchen Sie noch etwas?
See, I told you it was bleak.
Bleak. Ah.
I'm 27 now, so give me another 3 years to just be fully crushed. And like, I'm gonna need an introduction.
And I mean, the way the next 3 years are likely to go. Like, just, crushed tiny, tiny pieces. Tiny pieces. I set the bleak alarm off again, didn't I?
You did?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I keep doing that.
I have questions about Kiri Magic now. She seems to think that everyone had an awkward introduction to something whilst a Disney film played.
What films have I watched?
Danke. Bitte.
Must know.
I watched The Lion King on a pirate video.
Pirate.
I mean, that was... I watched it on Maiden Lane, so it was a shithole. So that's something.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched Robin Hood, I think. Casually. Probably in Bristol. I'm talking utter shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. That's what we're here for.
I've seen some other Disney films, but don't care to remember them.
Other films happened. It's fine.
Yeah, you know.
I used to really like Hercules and Milan as a kid, and my dad never got me a sword.
What?
Why? I watched all the, like, beating people up films. No sword.
No sword.
I haven't watched either of those two.
We really need to watch Hercules, it's so good.
You'd think I'd have watched it. I'm a bugger for that sort of thing. But I had never watched it.
It's got fucking James Woods in it, hasn't it?
It's got James Woods. Played Hades in every iteration, I believe, of the character. I mean, he's not got much else to do except
No,
for
fuck
tweet
bigotry.
racist things.
Yeah. But he's in Mensa, so it's okay.
He's in Mensa, is he? Brilliant.
He's very smart, therefore he can be a dick.
I could be in Mensa, probably.
Probably.
My father's mum used to be in Mensa. She'd let a membership lapse because she thought they were all really boring.
Boring, pretentious, or really bigoted, I tend to find.
Yeah, she didn't go back.
No.
We should make our own Mensa.
I'm not Mensa enough for Mensa. I think you've got to have an IQ of 160.
But this we're
Blensa.
grading emotional intelligence. Blensa, that's perfect.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda
There
right
you go,
now.
we've got a name.
I don't
We've
have
got a
anything
plan.
to ask.
Who's got the longest tongue? Let's make this
You.
Blemsa.
Your tongue is huge. I've got 2, but they're both short.
You have quite a long tongue.
How long's your tongue, Jem? We need to know.
I mean, once it's inside doing what it does best, it really doesn't matter how long it is. Only how long you will last.
How long will you last, Becky?
I need you to know that I was listening to that while trying to touch my chin with my tongue like a complete derp.
Sometimes it's how you gotta be.
In answer to your question, you'll get bored first. It's kind of like petting a dog. Once you start, you have to accept that you're going to lose.
That's not strictly speaking true. You've had to tell me that. Had to tell me to stop before.
I've just changed things to do. I wasn't bored of it by any means. Just maybe wait until the bleeding stops and the bruise has gone down a bit.
You make me sound very bad at cunnilingus.
I mean, you're very good at it.
Apparently there's bruising and bleeding.
You're very good at it. Aww.
Oh, fuck.
So Hercules was Crono's gay introduction as a child. They had huge crushes on Meg and Hercules and Hades, and that's your clue right there. I feel like when you're looking at the whole cast,
Yeah, I'd do that one, and that one, and that one.
I was the same
What
way
about
with
Phil?
the animals of Farthing Wood.
I don't remember the
How many
animals.
things I've
Farthing Wood.
googled? Just this conversation.
How powerful is my tongue? Quite powerful.
Yes. Oh, they're all really pointy. Is that a gecko?
Huh?
The animals of Farthing Wood is one of them.
Oh, no,
Gecko.
that's probably Adder. That's the snake,
Oh.
Adder.
It was cropped. It stopped at the neck. Turns out that it's all neck.
Dun,
Oh,
dun,
like,
dun,
just one
dun,
neck.
dun, 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 dun. Animals of Farthing Wood's bloody great.
Fucking
Merciless.
hell.
It's like Game of Thrones for cartoon animals. You
I was
never
just-
know what's going to get hit by a car.
Oh,
So it's like Thomas the Tank Engine, but more fatal.
oh.
There's been a derailing.
The heron looks like it's seen some
Grace
shit.
Nakamura.
Oh no, they go through the ringer. It's a less traumatizing Watership Down.
Oh god.
The painting.
I don't think I've ever watched that the whole way through.
These scenes are
Bright eyes. Murder before children.
We watched that a couple of years back.
Scenes
Watership
from the
Down.
opera.
Yeah.
Utter
Does it hold up?
nightmare.
Did you sit and cry, or is that a thing you grow out of?
It don't make me cry. It don't make me cry. I'm emotionally repressed,
The
but
stained glass window.
it's just oh god, the scenes of death and
the black
like utter
It's a beautiful-
dignity stripped torment. It's horrible.
It's not really for kids, is
These
it?
linens look serious.
No, they'll play it during the day. They don't care.
The
Sunday
miracle.
afternoon, yes please. Terrific Easter viewing.
Every fucking Easter. That and Close Encounters.
Oh.
More
It was nice
swans.
getting older going, okay, we've watched Star Wars a lot. Okay, now we've watched Empire a lot. Now we've watched Jedi a lot. And then getting really old and they started putting the prequels on and going, I just don't need to watch TV anymore. It's fine.
I can almost pick.
I can't imagine turning on TV and finding
I doubt
Attack of
there's
the
anything
Clones.
left in there.
Oh.
I would actually cry. See, Phantom Menace came on after wrestling last night, so
Wow.
there's every chance next week I'll be done watching wrestling thinking, what great wrestling I've just watched. And then Attack of the Clones comes on. And then I'll sit and watch aghast for a while. It's one of the most boring films I've ever seen.
Fucking sand. Gets everywhere.
I wonder why he.
Yeah, it's not good.
I don't think the guards.
It's not good. I remember the first time I watched Phantom Menace was on a pirate video, and there was just this letter Z that periodically just went up both sides of the screen and then fucked off for like 5 minutes.
Brilliant.
I was off my face at the time, so that was alright.
Back then, piracy came with a cost.
It did.
There
It
was
really
always
did.
going to be some trade-off.
Oh, all my tapes as a kid usually had the back of some wanker's head as they went to the bathroom or whatever.
Yeah. Or like it was at a weird angle and your brain was like, oh, none of these shots are straight.
I once had a pirate copy of the live-action Turtles film, and the sticker had Baby Ninja on it, so that was the trade-off as well, because that's just confusing. So I suffered
Wrong
for that
ninja.
one. That was a penance.
Ninjas in both.
Yeah, but one was a baby, the others were teenagers.
It's a
They're
memorial.
teenagers, they're not babies.
It's
What
a
are you
memorial.
talking
Babies.
about?
Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Just go, Ninja, come on.
Come on.
Get out of
Rob
here.
Van
We
Winkle
don't
said,
need
fuck
you.
off.
You didn't even bring any big. Just be gone with you.
Tricky wants to know if you saw the Phantom Cut.
I watched The Spirit in the movie
Grace.
theatre.
Mm.
For my birthday treat.
Wow.
Uh,
I wonder.
I got very, very drunk and watched The Bride of Chucky at the cinema.
Bride of Chucky is fantastic.
Especially when you've had like 16 vodka and cokes.
That sounds great.
Very few things aren't improved with that amount of vodka and coke.
Especially horror movies.
And I mean, I'm imagining, like, I'm struggling to imagine improving upon Bride of Chucky anyway. It's practically perfect.
It's certainly one of the better ones.
Did you watch Curse of Chucky?
Don't think I've seen. Was it Curse and then Son of Chucky?
It was. Well, there was Bride of Chucky. Then
Yeah,
there
I
was
saw
Seed
that.
of Chucky, which I've
Haven't
not
seen
watched.
Seed of Chucky.
I've not seen it. I've heard it's absolutely. It's the pit. I might watch it. Then there was just a long time past, and then there comes Curse of Chucky, which is sort of brilliant.
I don't have anything
Because
to ask, Georg.
it's one of those soft reboots of a film until it isn't, and it's
Right.
really good. And then and Brad Dourif's daughter is in it,
Okay.
and she's fantastic. And then there's Cult of Chucky, which is worth watching at least once,
Wagner's piano.
because it's like, I don't think it's got like a ton of rewatch potential,
Grace, no.
but it's so ridiculous.
Nice.
So that I do
costume.
recommend as a one-off. And I liked the remake. I liked the Mark Hamill remake. A lot of people didn't, but I was laughing my head off in the cinema.
I don't know
I
what's
thought it
happened
was
to late.
bloody
I've just
hilarious.
not watched enough horror films. I think the last horror film I watched was probably when Laura and I watched Halloween 3 Season of the Witch last Halloween.
Oh, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch is great.
It's brilliant. It's
Bloody
my
love it.
favourite one.
Can't get enough of it. I haven't watched enough. I've been meaning to, but I get terribly indecisive these days about committing to watching things.
Mm.
So I'll concoct any number of reasons to not commit, as if it's the worst thing in the world, to just sit down and watch Pumpkinhead, which I've not done. I'm lying. I've not done it. I watched
I don't have anything to.
Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood, the other day.
I don't think
God,
I've
this-
seen... Friday the 13th is one of those series I've not really seen a lot of. I've only seen the first 3 Nightmare on Elm Streets as well. And I hear some of the later ones of those are kind of funny.
Oh, I had the box set. I've watched them all.
I had a box set, but it was only I had the first 3 Nightmare on Elm Streets, and at some point somebody stole 2, but left 3 in its box.
Yeah. What a
and
shame.
stole my house 1 and house 3, so I was left with
Oh.
house 2, which is kind of funny.
Why would you leave the Dream Warriors behind? Like
That's a good
right.
one.
It's regarded among, as among the very finest of the films.
It was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. The hypodermic glove.
I don't have anything.
Maybe it was one of those things where they knew where their ethical line was. It would have been too ash to steal that one.
Yeah. I'll take the Dream Child, but I've got standards. Not standards in movies, obviously.
Oh. Where do you stand on the Hellraiser series?
Nothing else. There's no.
I'm fond of Hellraiser. I like the first one a lot. It's
nothing else.
It's like Alien to me. It's very good, but it's not one I could rewatch a lot. Hellraiser 2, I've got all the time in the world. That's on my list of things I need to rewatch soon. And then there's Hellraiser 3, which, fuck it, I will stick up for that one. It's ridiculous and stupid and a travesty, but I do find it incredibly entertaining. And then beyond there, I've not watched too many.
I can't remember if it's is it 6 with the thing in space and they do the whole flashback with the creation of the box?
I think yes, I think so.
That one's
I remember
amazing.
that bloody film. The one where it's an online game is horrid. I was off my face watching that one, could barely move.
You'd have to be.
I was just so out of it. I couldn't move, but I summoned enough strength to, as that movie ended, just yell, "Fuck off, film." But then there's that one that gets like weirdly Wild West, and sort of ends up feeling like this weird side story, like the Cenobites went a bit Silent Hill too. And I think it's really good. I can't remember which number it is, but there's one. It goes all weird cowboy for a while, and Pinhead almost comes off like a punishing figure, and it's. I found that one very, very amusing. Some of them though are just like I tried watching the Ashcan one where they just were making it to keep the rights. And the more recent one where they tried to make an effort but had no budget and everything looked like it was sort of filmed in someone's house. There's no saving that series. Pinhead was going to be at the very end of Freddy vs. Jason.
I know, that would have been fucking amazing. Yeah. Is there a problem, gentlemen? It would have been so good. Freddy vs. Jason was amazing as well.
My name is Grace
It's
Nakamura.
like some
from
people will
Rudelsburg,
act as if it's a
Germany.
bad film.
Is
It's
Thomas
better than
Chapel there,
any
please?
single Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th, which iconic characters,
This is gonna sound
bad
crazy,
films.
but
But in
That
the best
one
way.
is self-aware. It's got some form of budget to it. Like it's as just a consistently entertaining film. It's a better made product than any individual film, and it's better than they deserve. And I find it very entertaining. And I like Jason X a lot as well.
It's okay, he just wanted his machete back.
Down in English translation, do you still have it?
Fucking right.
Tricky, my favourite Cenobite is the Chatterer one, thank you very much.
What Cenobites are there? I don't know what Cenobites are.
There's Pinhead. There's the tubby one with the sunglasses. There's the one with the peel back lips. Butterball, yeah. The one with the peel back lips that does the chattery teeth.
It was just a shot in the dark.
Yeah,
There's the one with the CDs in the head.
Thank you, Mr.
That one's from the third one.
I think so, yeah.
That sounds annoying.
Well.
Have you heard my demo track? No, don't
There's
like that one.
the one that I think is a product of the third film where they twist two people's heads together.
I think that's true, yeah.
The twins, could be.
There's loads. Well, there's Dr. Channard in the second one.
Yeah.
What's that one like?
Tentacly.
Very tentacly.
But not sexy
I like that one.
Not sexy tentacly.
Oh.
And I'm
I don't
very
like
into
that one. I
tentacles.
don't want to fuck it.
No, you
So
wouldn't.
there's that
Oh,
great
those
scene
tentacles.
where he just goes into a room full of people and he's just like, the doctor is in. And then you just hear him just slice them all up. Because I think he's got scalpels on the end of his tentacles, if I remember correctly.
Yep. Definitely gonna fucking
Yeah,
that one.
keep those away
Next.
from your fanny, Rain.
I think there's a Chatterhound as well. I think the chat room has a dog version in one of them.
Why did you say? Right, I've picked my favourite.
It had to be a doggo, right?
Right. Any more after this point, you're just wasting your breath and my time. He's a dog.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Wasn't there a Cenobite with a hole in a net that she smoked through, or am I thinking of something like Beetlejuice?
You're thinking of Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
That's
I might think of Beetlejuice.
reception.
I swear, one of them though, she's got like something pulled open in her throat, with like either fish hooks or barbed wire or something.
Yeah, because I thought some. Oh, I'm annoyed now. Why can't I remember more Cenobites?
You have to watch them all again.
I'm looking them up.
Oh. Basin's back.
I don't
She
have
says hello,
anything to say to
everyone,
Herr
and
Huber at the
mysterious
moment.
guest.
Oh wow.
Mysterio's
guest.
Mysterio's
Pinhead,
guest.
female
anything to say
Cenobite.
to-
There's an original name.
Yeah, because you know.
Chatterer, Butterball, Dr. Chenard, Barbie, the
What?
bald, baby-headed fella with just sort of barbed wire all wrapped around their head.
Mm-hmm.
CD, it's the one with the.
Yeah.
That one's just adorable. It's got like a crest of CDs, like a dinosaur. on its
Yeah.
head. Camera head. That's the one with a camera for an eye.
Oh yeah.
I think in the film he extends the camera's zoom and uses it to impale someone's head. Not all that.
I mean, you got it
horrible.
right.
Yeah. Dreamer. Yeah, she's got like it looks like her face is a mask on her own face, and she's got a big hole in her throat, and I think she sticks a cigarette in it. Brilliant.
Nice.
Piston head. Someone with a piston in their head. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Have you
There's
ever
different-
seen Ring versus Grudge?
I haven't. I've been curious. Like the stupid thing is I keep
So
telling
good, Pat.
myself, "Oh, I really should watch all of the films so I'm up on the lore." And it's like, what lore?
No.
Two scary ghost girls going at it.
Don't worry about it. The US edition of The Grudge is bollocks anyway, like all of them. 2 isn't the worst film. Like, it's good bad.
I keep seeing it advertised to me, in Halloween lineups. I might have to put it on there.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. And again, super low budget, but in a good way. I had a lot of fun watching that film. It was bloody stupid.
I could do with some stupid horror films. There's a Lady Chatterer, Chatterer 4.
Oh heck.
Brilliant.
This time it's personal.
Bound. That one looks all kinky.
Hey, very Clive Barker. He would approve.
Surgeon. Eyeballs and mouth all held open with hooks. Brilliant.
Ooh, nice.
I mean, at this point, I'm just describing horrible things.
Yay! It's better than me setting off the bleak alarm.
Angelique got her head split open at the top, showing off the top of her skull, and it's held open with wires that have been attached into her shoulders. So it's inventive, isn't it?
Reminds me of the guy from Nightbreed, who's also got the sort of pulled open head and the brains exposed.
Mm. There were 2 different sets of twins. You got the one with a fairly outdated name, with their heads all stuck up, and then you've got the wire twins who are all joined up with wires.
Mm-hmm. You've got to have the wires.
I'm trying to figure out what you want me to do.
I'll leave Stitch
but
up to
I
your
need more
imagination.
information to work with.
And then there's Spike. I
If you
think
can
I
send
remember
anyone
that one.
away,
That
I'd
one's
appreciate it.
amazing. Spike's incredible. I wish I could show everyone.
Oh.
It's a head, and it's just got a spike rammed through it. And like
Novel.
armor, black body armor, head that looks like the Doom Marine or something, or like it was before. It's just a big spike in it. That's amazing. Spike Cenobite, best one.
So
How does it get anything done?
I like. Well, I'm curious to see what happens with Clive Barker's Books of Blood, which are apparently being made into a series. I think that's possibly on Shudder. I don't have Shudder, so.
Oh,
No,
brilliant! Shudder's a guarantee of quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, who the fuck is willing to make Clive Barker stuff anymore? It's a sad indictment. We have to deal with films like what was the one about fucking YouTubers and influencers in the hotel and the hotel's haunted?
Oh, I don't know if I know that one.
Oh god, I watched it with Laura. I think this time last year. It's yeah, it's basically about some fucking influencer or a bunch of influencers at this convention, and there's fucking kids everywhere, and they're leading kids off to hotel rooms, and it turns out they're possessed, and there's also like a weird AI thing involved as well.
Oh, Shudder.
Fucking wild.
Oh no.
You're just looking at Shudder now. Oh, yeah.
I'm actually still looking at Cenobites. There's a whole range of comic book Cenobites.
Ooh. Yeah, I suppose there's got to be something in the Scarlet Gospels and
there's a
other comic
silly
stuff.
One of them is just a Skeksis.
Yay!
They just ripped off a Skeksis.
Tear your soul apart!
There's one called Face.
Hannibal, BA.
Just a normal person, but with a face stapled over their face.
Okay. So it's thingy from Repo.
Yeah, Pabby, yeah.
Yeah.
He now runs the Grand Theatre in Hell, where he shows public torment.
Well, you know. Oh yeah, and that one edgy Joker from Death in the Family. Which is an appalling comic book.
Actor with a capital A instead found a small degree of fame in the role of a serial killer before accepting the position of resident thespian in the ranks of the Cenobites. What the hell is this?
Resident thespian. Do.
So I'm having a look at the Spike Cenobite, and it's as good as you promised.
It lives up to... When you just imagine how it's got to go about its day like that.
Oh, God.
I'm fucking stuck. I have been for a while, but I've just been hoping Jim will keep vamping.
Oh no, Basin, are you winding up to a joke?
Uh-oh.
I think Basin's winding up to a joke. Do they have a Cenobite who makes the tea then? It's got to be a pun here somewhere.
Cenobite to eat?
Which of these Cenobites would be the most likely to make the tea? What have we got? We've got Turpis. That would be Turpis. Zaphon, one of the Cenobites serving in Hell's Army. He later joined Alistair's Gash as a rogue Cenobite. Oh yeah, that's what the groups of Cenobites are called, isn't it? Gashes. I remember that. That's from the books. I've never read the books, but
I've only read the first one.
You constantly pointed out that, oh, did you know that a group of Cenobites is called a Gash?
I mean, it's a great phrase.
The Order of the Gash, isn't it? That's what it's called?
I don't remember. I've only read the first book. I've read Hellbound Heart, which is about as close as you can get to the first movie without including, I think, a jug of cum and a jug of piss. Apart from that, and like you can read along with the film pretty much. It's very accurate. Yeah, and then you've got some of the stuff that only happens in like the movie about the box maker making the box in the first place, which is why I like the space one so much. But yeah, I've not read like Scarlet Gospels or anything, or any of the stuff that came after that.
I haven't read anything in ages. I can't concentrate on books.
Same.
You know, doubled my dose on the Adderall today. Hope it does something. I'd like to remember things again. There's a whole section on Cenobite
I don't want to mail that.
Oh my god, I just got to that. I was going to tell you and... Oh.
All from the comics. Cenobite bees. I'm there. Cenobees.
Cenobees.
Were created for torturing the Johnson family. So these Cenobite bees were all over the Johnsons. Every time one of the Johnson family members turned 25 years of age, the Fulgar Cenobite would come and take them to hell. They lived in Hell's Meadow in a hollow filled with the members of the Johnson family line and bees. Oh, the bees create honey inside of the family members.
10th September 8.
They've got their own
12th
beekeeper,
December,
Aparius.
1880.
Hell's beekeeper.
10th June, 1881.
Oh, it's got like you know, like a beekeeper mask.
Yeah.
Aparius has the gauze from a
2nd
beekeeper mask sewn over
April
their eye
1883.
holes and mouth
The
holes.
great friend
Nice.
is dead. How unjust
Appice thinks that Jonathan should be the king of the Cenobes.
Where is my chance at
Oh, yeah.
salvation?
In a
Why has
really,
God
really
condemned
old
me
recording, I
twice?
recommended that we become Cenobites for the summer. This was before we recorded with Conrad. We had someone else there, and I told him to be sewn to a horse.
I mean, how else do you get centaurs?
Yeah, we were just going to jam random things inside ourselves, go to the quarry, and throw some rocks about.
I mean,
that sounds like a summer to me.
Yeah. That's how we grew up in very similar situations.
April 1883. The great friend.
Well, one Cenobite pet,
10th
it doesn't have a
October,
description. It's just a big ball of flesh, and it's got different heads on. None of them look happy. And then just random hands and feet coming out to crawl about on. Brilliant.
Oh.
It just looks annoyed.
Who doesn't these days?
One of them looks a bit like Yoshi from the Super Mario Brothers live-action film, but with Chatter's head.
Ooh.
One of them is just a fancy owl.
Fancy owl. I like owl.
And then there's an Agathion, which is just sort of a little
I don't have
monkey
anything
dog.
Oh.
That was owned by a Cenobite called Clown. That one's actually pretty cool. Anyway, loads of Cenobites for you.
Yay.
Oh, the Clown Cenobite had an associate called Winky Dink.
How dinky that Winky?
Oh. So now we know all that we need to know about Hellraiser. Happy Halloween for everyone.
Yay. What if you're going to design your own custom Cenobite?
Yeah. What household object first?
Colander.
Jammed where? A colander jammed.
Colander face.
Colander in your face.
And I'll have some of them bees as well, actually. I'll let
could
bees
go in
to
and
fly
out
out
the
of my
holes.
bum.
Oh, okay. Different hole, but...
Come out my bum, thank you.
Bee bum.
Damn right, I'll turn over and turn around and then bend over and say, look at these bees coming out of my bum. And everyone will say, bloody hell.
I mean, we know you look good in spandex, so I'm sure you'd look good in very, very tight rubber with barbed wire and stuff coming out.
My bum needs in spandex sometimes.
Daria makes a good point. A dildo is a household object.
Exactly.
The footage of my very first chair shot is horrible because it's nothing but a shot of my raw, round, purple ass.
Hey,
I look like
I thought you looked hot in purple.
Willy Wonka.
Like more
That
hot
made
than
me
usual in purple.
cringe. I was like, no, I hurt the gym.
That chair shot was brilliant. That was actually less painful than the slap in the face he gave me, because he hit me on my jaw and then I couldn't eat a burger afterwards.
No.
Oh god, that hurts twice.
He hit me twice with the chair and that was fine. The kick in the face was fine as well. No, it was a knee to the face. That one looked really good, but it didn't hit me at all.
You sold it well.
But the simple slap
allowed
was
to see it.
just brutal.
Just so happens that I have a copy of
Sometimes
an
the
English translation
simplest
right
things.
here. There's something I wanted to show you. Read this one.
August, 1880. The experiments go better and better. Faye has proved as loyal and determined as ever. It remains only to put the finishing touches on the completed opera and to make up the diagram for the crystal.
How much this game have I got to play? That's me thinking, I'll be through it this time. I will not be through it.
I want to show you something.
He's very excited.
A group of children in hell, called the Too Innocent to Be Truly Damned, were who Winky Dink was forced to entertain for eternity by hosting a specialised version of his show while trapped in hell.
That sounds hellish. Being forced to entertain children.
Can confirm. Oh.
Fasten's a book.
Apparently he has to
July
keep performing
1881.
horrible acts to upset
Richard
the
returned
children.
from his meeting with the king.
And if he,
Never have I
when
seen
he
him
just
so
pulled
pale.
a rabbit from a hat,
I was
Leviathan
concerned
ripped his
for his
guts
heart.
out.
He would not speak with me, but immediately shut himself
Gotta
up
do
in his
better.
study and
Leviathan
started
must be
working on his
clean.
Some of these
project.
comics.
He will not tell me the first thing about it. He will only say that it was
I wonder
done
if I could
in
only
his
design
key.
art for them.
And a rabbit out there.
He's a
It
very
confirms
interesting
Ludwig's
artist.
diary. He wasn't crazy.
Yes, but Ludwig says that the opera was completed. Imagine that, completed.
There's a whole thing.
There's something else.
Dun dun dun.
August 1882. We had a messenger tonight from the
I wonder
king.
how Spike gets
He brought a
dressed.
letter which Richard burnt. I did manage to see a bit of it.
Sorry.
It
I
said
don't think
something
he
about a
ever
great
gets
night
out
in
of
Munich, and that
whatever
it would be Richard's
leather
supreme
outfit he's
triumph
probably
and
wearing.
someone else's
Oh no, it's
destruction.
gonna be chewy under that.
Ludwig then wrote that even
like
though
most
he
of them, I
himself
would imagine.
probably die,
Oh
his immortal
no.
soul
I
would be
mean, they
free
can look as
thanks to
horrifying
Richard.
as they want. I expect a
worried
level
for
of
poor Ludwig
freshness.
and for
They're
us.
from hell.
Where will we be if his madness
I mean,
continues? Surely
It's
someone
got
So's
to
will
be
run
right
into
into
Laundry.
it.
protection. So many open wounds. though.
Wow.
Hmm.
Right.
What necrotizing flesh there. You've got to be really
Cenobite?
dedicated to be a Cenobite.
Cenobites from hell, laundry from hell. I refuse to believe
May
that they're walking around
1883.
not smelling
I sent
flowery
Richard's sealed
fresh.
package to the king as he instructed
I
me
imagine
before
they
he
smell of
closed his
sweat and
eyes
cum
forever.
constantly.
I could not even bring myself to care what
I
was in
don't
it.
think
What
that
could it matter
they
now?
make that.
Whatever
But
it
here's
is,
the
I
thing,
hope
they're
it brings
supposed
the
to
king good
represent
memories of
complete
Richard.
excess
so
of
much for my beloved.
experience. They must reek.
The package.
That good stank.
Like
What?
there might be days where it's like, wow, that is like, you are fresher than the ingredients on Mazio's, right? Brilliant. And then other days where they just stink of shit.
If that's what they're into. And they're into everything.
Everything. Nothing's off the table.
Not a thing.
It could be stamp collecting or like literally eating an ass with a knife and a fork. It's all the same to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to catch them on an excessively like honeysuckle scented day or something. That'd be nice.
Most of the time you catch them on
She's
hooks on
delightful.
chains day.
I'd love
Oh.
to eat her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a hoot,
Chains
all
and
right.
fish hooks.
Just pretend you don't have a penis around and you'll be fine. Got this inborn need to rip them off.
Oh, these two had a good fun time, didn't they?
To this game. I can't even hear it.
This one time.
Oh no.
They both look
I'd
like
gone
such
off
cool
this-
dudes, though.
Well, party you might say. And it was getting a bit hairy. Well, Gracie.
They look like just friends.
Just friends. Just guys being pals.
Good
Yeah.
buddies, experiencing each other's company.
Yeah.
What an inconsiderate bitch! Just hang your coat up, don't drop it and expect the guy to catch it. Wow.
I am here to fuck. But you're welcome to join. Apparently.
Things I've never
Beta
heard.
does not speak English,
Never.
but then
No,
she has her own methods of
it's I've come to
communication.
fuck. You get out.
I should leave you two kids alone.
Oh, don't be silly.
Join us.
One of us, one of us.
One of us.
Go drink bleach like in Inspector Calls. That's what they say.
Do it.
Then I say one day I will. That'll show them.
No,
Well, show
don't do
them.
it.
Then they will learn it like at the end of the play that it was their fault.
I mean, I'd rather you just joined in, to be honest.
I'll just eat a box of nerds.
I mean,
In a
you-
box.
you got to there before me. I got a nerd box you can eat.
Oh,
Oh, you were better at it. I should have
I
let you
didn't
go.
expect her tonight.
oh,
And for some
Jesus
reason I don't find
Christ,
myself in that
folks.
mood.
Where?
Besides,
Oof.
from what you've told me,
Sorry, I
you
meant
live
to
like
say
a
Jesus
monk
Christ.
down south at that castle.
Jesus Christ, fucks.
Uh,
His own handholds.
Brilliant.
That
Oh.
That game's ein Schlafzimmer.
Oh.
Sticky
Oh, he's got a
handholds.
bad case of titty face.
Titty face. What is a bad case of titty face?
I mean, it's just a case of titty face, really.
Like, I don't understand this whole interaction.
They're going to make the fuck.
Yeah, like, but she turns up at the castle, or wherever it is, at the Baron's house.
Mm-hmm.
Jumps on his lap, smooches his face off,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have a little chat, and she fucks off and fucks Gabriel, and then what? I don't know what's going on. Still, this is better than the sex scene in the fucking tights that happened in Phantasmagoria. That was very awkward. Oh, and jeans. I think she's also wearing jeans in that scene.
Fucking hell, she walks like she's got back problems.
She probably does wearing those shoes.
Yeah.
That's why I wear flats. I'm too tall for fancy shoes. Now you're gonna fuck the Baron. Fuck the Baron. Fuck the Baron. Do it.
Aww, Beson's got a bad case of titty face. No titties in her face.
No.
If I hang over backwards on the bed a bit, I fix that situation for myself. It's called being industrious.
Stay on your seat, Jane. Stay on your seat.
You gotta do what you can in a quarantine. Jesus
Right.
Christ!
Yeah.
Climbing up the walls.
Yeah. It's been a bit much.
I'm not happy.
No, same.
Aw, Beson said thank you for the titties.
You're most welcome. I'm not supposed to do that on Twitch. They'll kick me off.
I mean, just as long as none of the 12 people here rap, we should.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I haven't been watching the screen because I can't follow this game. Did I miss? Did I miss something?
Yeah. So the woman who read seemingly fucked Gabriel, and then Gabriel like she kissed him goodbye and then fucked off, and then the Baron just wanders in and just like watches him naked sleeping.
Oh.
But he should definitely fuck the Baron. Fuck the
Should.
Baron. Fuck the Baron.
Oh, he's a
My
bit bored
darling
after last
Gabriel.
night.
You can tell he's a Baron. He even writes in a Gothic font. God damn it. Right.
Can you go to all those places on the map?
I'm going to all the yellow ones.
Oh, that's not so bad. That's
It's not
too
so
many
bad. There
things.
would have been too many things to go to all of fucking Munich. Remember to save after last fucking week when I had to play the whole session again.
Yeah, you don't want to play it all again.
Yeah, especially that whole like hour where I was fucking lost. It's probably not the best idea. It's Xavier. It's Xavier. He's an
We'll
asshole.
be meeting here later today for
Oh.
the trip. I'm sure they won't
I'm
wait
upset
for
by
you,
that
so you
waistcoat.
might want to be on time.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
It shouldn't.
Sweet of you to
But what
worry
if it
about.
did?
It
Looks
is
like
doing.
my kind of thing. That's my entire new ensemble. I've decided. Chucking
Is-
everything out.
You're just going to have a onesie, but that pattern.
Yeah. Well, and the bow tie, obviously.
Oh, wait, no. if
Will
they
this
had a
onesie
bun-
have a butt flap?
Better do. I mean, if I'm looking like that, I'm gonna need one because people will want access.
It's true. It's very true. I'll get the strap on. Right. I'm off to see the lawyer. La 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 la. I love that the grumpy person that was standing here yesterday has been just replaced by a couple just who will stare at their child for the rest of the day.
Well, make sure it's still there.
God,
Parents
look at
have
that.
no object permanence.
Look at that, baby,
They
that.
can't see the kid, then that kid ain't eating its beans.
Better lean in. Yep. That's still a child. What's the betting if we go back to the central square that someone's going to be playing when the Saints go marching in on guitar again?
Well, we
Holy
can't hear
shit,
it.
they've gone. There's been a
Oh.
guy here for like the previous 4 chapters.
I unmuted the stream just to get some Hot Saints action.
I'm so sorry. I've done an awful thing. You say my lips are
Guten
squealing.
Morgen, Gabriel. Another envelope came from Rittersberg. A request for me and a letter for you.
Oh. Oh shit, I forgot to do that. The problem of flitting back and forth between these two fucking characters.
I don't want to discuss anything.
Did he just take a letter from him, look at it, and put it on the floor?
I think he put it in his pocket.
Oh, it just looks like he was like, cheers, done with that.
Inventory. It just vanished into his inventory.
Yeah, stick it in your inventory.
Yeah, you know. It's got protagonist problems. Uh-oh, apparently Tricky's not allowed anal sex. Also mod!
Come on, Automod, people are allowed anal if they want it.
Right? I'd let people have anal.
It's up the bum, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
What a wild fucking idea. Someone just went for it one day and was like, this works, actually.
Actually, you know, there are an awful lot of nerve endings there.
Yeah, this works, so if people want to do it, I found out it's actually pretty cool. I imagine that's how the conversation went.
I imagine it went something along the lines of, have you ever had a really satisfying shit? Yeah. What if? And then the Greeks invented olive oil. I'm pretty sure that's how it worked.
I will take that version of world history as sound.
I'm sure whatever they said is in German. I need a translator.
You're right, Daria. There are not enough tops out there.
That is true. This is why switches are invaluable. They fill in the gaps. Yes, Chrono. Someone said anal.
Gabriel.
All of us.
Come in.
Hey, Harry.
Little bit of cheeky bum fun. Do. Playing the tape, playing the tape.
I need something translated.
I've been doing some spying and I need you to translate some German for me, Mr. Lawyer.
You obviously don't know German lawyers.
Harry, you're such a kidder.
I'm not kidding. Very, very German.
Okay. Here it is.
What's it all about?
We should talk.
Nein.
No.
Es ist meine Karriere, verdammt noch einmal. Vielleicht sogar mehr, wenn die...
His career is in danger even if the police...
Ich habe Ihnen doch gesagt, nicht darüber zu sprechen.
I told you not to speak of it.
Aber ich denke mir, dass die Polizei
We
bereits
don't know,
weiß,
we
dass
can't
unsere
hear it.
Hilfe nichts damit zu tun
The
haben.
Germans are talking to each other.
Okay.
It's possible that you know the one that everyone was calling. You weren't here last week. The one that everyone was calling a Nazi last week. His name is Zell. I kept making jokes about him on eating hot dogs. On Von Zell. That's a Final Fantasy VIII reference.
So, your escape wolves are not the killers. What's the problem?
There was a character called Zell in that as well. So Von Zell basically strikes everyone as like a bit of a Nazi.
He says you've been asking a lot of questions.
Because he's very, very pushy and talks about like being the master of things and so forth. He's a sinister, sinister lad.
Just friend.
Oh, Kiri Magic saying that there's an entire origin story about sex toys in Greek mythology. I can believe it.
Ich muss mit jemand anderem reden.
He doesn't want to talk, says he has someone else to speak to.
Ich habe mir gedacht, wissen Sie etwas über Großbergs Tod?
Do you know anything about Großberg's death?
Wieso sollte ich?
Somebody's
Why
dead.
the hell should I?
Nun, ganz einfach. Ich gab Ihnen seinen Namen.
I gave you his name.
Und?
And?
Vielleicht frag mich ruhig Großberg kennen.
Whoa!
He says you asked him if
They've announced a new Halloween movie.
What?
Halloween Kills.
Is it a Michael Myers one or a good one?
Michael Myers one.
What happens next?
Give me a sequel to Halloween 3.
You know,
Jamie Lee
it
Curtis
would be a
again.
great tragedy if the Ritter never were to
Well, she needs work.
a great.
She can't just keep saying inflammatory things on Twitter.
Once she came back to that franchise, she got herself a presumably moderately paying job for life.
I guess so, because that started with H2O, didn't it?
I think so, yeah.
And then, like, she's just going to keep remaking the first film again.
Well, that's October 15th next year. Halloween Kills.
Well, what a novel idea.
Yeah. I haven't watched many Halloween films, actually. Michael Myers was never as interesting to me.
Yeah. We've already got someone with a knife. Don't need you as well.
Gabriel, there's an
Christ.
Gabriel, there's an American.
Yeah. Gotcha. That's what's you, missing persons. Good.
Have
Tell
any
me about
luck
all
with that
this.
missing person search?
Oh, of course, I forgot.
Diary saying all I ever find is fellow subs and bottoms. They're out there.
Yes.
They're probably all booked up.
Forest areas where missing persons in
I've had. Yeah. Basically, I had to adapt to being a snitch.
Both these areas back 10 years. Between
the only way to get anything done.
Surrounded by bottoms.
1 to 2 cases a year in the Bavarian National Forest area. Between 1970 and 1990, there were 10 to 12 cases each year.
I mean, if you're, you know, willing and have the time, you can just tie a bunch of subbies together and they're very fun.
Went up to 17, then
just
went
work your
back
way
down
around
to
in circles.
12 in 92 and 93.
I volunteer.
The Schwäbisch-Fränkische Waldfigures.
Well, you know what you're like in a double gag.
Curious.
Does something ring a bell?
Dribbling on each other. Dribbling on each other.
I should be able to hear it loud and clear.
In my defence, it is very fun.
Leaving this afternoon for the Bavarian National Forest.
No defence.
Aw, Tricky says, what was a bundle of subbies called again? A quiver. It is a quiver of subbies.
Christ almighty, I've been locked up for months, and not in a good way.
Yeah, you should come see us, and then we can lock you up in a way that serves our interests, and, you know, you might have fun.
I mean, if you want to do some home stuff, you get yourself an ice lock. Guaranteed to be out of there in 3 hours, depending on how warm your apartment is. Yeah, it's basically like a lock that you put in the freezer.
Okay.
And then you click it shut, and then you have to wait for it to defrost before it will pop open. So you can basically, you know, tie yourself up at home. For the entertainment of a top.
Oh, I see.
But what if just had girlfriend do it?
Well, that is the ideal. Much as I would love to come and tie you to each other.
White sausage.
It's got to be a dangerous situation getting tied to a switch. Because you're both fucked, but one of you definitely more so.
Dankeschön.
Danke. Thanks for the sausage.
Is that the count?
Count sausage. 1, two, Ooh, sausages. Right, where the fuck was the police station? I think it's Prince Regent Platz. I was correct.
PI.
Criminal Commissar Lever.
Is that Laura again? You're pretty.
I couldn't just call you KKL.
Sit down.
Confused.
Probably you beat me to it. Tell us you're pretty.
Becky also says you're pretty.
How about KKK?
Everyone
is pretty. Everyone is pretty. You're pretty. Did you have a nice bath?
I did. I'm all warm and sparkly.
All warm and sparkly and moist.
Yeah.
My wife is moist.
Always.
My girlfriend moist.
Just imagine it. The four of us together.
My wife is Morrissey. Not my idea, he just fucking moved in.
Bloody Morrissey.
Just moved in with a marriage certificate and everything.
Fucking Morrissey.
Happens every 3 years. I wake up one morning to find he's married himself to me again.
Again?
And he's raided my fridge. He's eating all the cheeses.
Wait. The day-to-day cheeses or the fancy recreational cheeses?
All the cheeses.
All the fucking cheeses, Morrissey.
I would fight for the fucking divorce. Sorry, I was still thinking about bondage.
Does he at least pay for the divorce?
There's nothing new that I can share with you.
Will Morrissey at least pay for a divorce?
Is there anything new that you can't share with me?
Why do you keep signing the marriage certificate? I feel like that's the big question here.
Have we lost Jim?
Okay, let's try this.
What's
We haven't found the zoo wolves yet.
We were asking if he was paying for the divorce.
Have you caught anything
What
yet?
divorce?
Morrissey.
Oh. No. Right. Sorry. I gotta keep track of my own bullshit.
You do.
Right. That's right. I'm caught up on the plot now.
It's your plot.
Morrissey is married to me. Yeah. Yeah. I've got to divorce him every 3 years. I divorce him, and I've got to do it by December. Otherwise, we got to get each other presents. I never know what to get him.
Kind of a
So every year, and then I shoulder the cost as per usual. He's like, you want the
Did
divorce?
she mention you guys took some of Grossberg's ledgers?
I told you to stay out
I
of
mean, are you at least partially taking him to the cleaners?
True. Why did
Only
you guys
because he
take
won't do the
ledgers
fucking
if
laundry
Grossberg was
himself.
just a random victim?
He's always, we'll split the duties
this
while
case
I'm
is
here.
open, I'm going
No, I'm still doing laundry.
That means a standard background check on the victim.
Does he put you in a little maid's
Find
outfit?
anything?
I don't think anyone's looked yet.
Morrissey,
Probably is one
right,
of the younger men
helps
to do.
around the
As
house.
you
I
say,
like he
Grossberg was
sings.
a random victim.
He's just yawning, ultimately.
Did I say that?
Fuck Morrissey. I mean, don't fuck Morrissey, but fuck
I
Morrissey.
mean, yeah, if you don't
I've
consummate the
had to.
marriage,
You've had to.
It's got to be cheaper if you don't consummate it, right?
Well, that's the thing.
You can just say no to Morrissey,
I
recommend that you do, to be honest.
we end up
What if
consummating.
I could prove that
Don't do
was a
it.
random victim?
I
Save
get
yourself.
bored. Have you spent time with him? You get
have
so
information,
bored. You're just
want
right.
You fuck him just to shut him up.
Okay. Just yeah.
Information.
Shut your mouth and pop yourself in. Come on.
Lay off the bigotry for 10 minutes, Morrissey.
If Grossberg was a random victim, am I looking
Stick it in.
If not,
Does it at least occasionally bring you flowers?
you get nothing to lose either way.
No. I have to. Basically, once we're married, I then start kicking up my torrid affair with Jarvis Cocker again, and
yeah.
he treats me right.
Well, he knows how common people do.
Absolutely. Phones me up. I've stayed up all night thinking about you. Oh, like that. I'm practicing my Jarvis Cocker for Boglin Watch. I'm going to put my glasses on a Boglin and then endorse the Kickstarter as Jarvis Cocker.
Do it.
It's going to be great.
He's being pretty stuck. He's being. I'm sure nothing's changed since the last time I looked at the map. He's being pretty. I'm sure.
Oh, I did a yawn out of my mouth.
Out of your mouth?
Sleepy kitten. Doing tired.
Oh, heck.
If I can convince you I do know something new about this case, will you let me see Grossberg's ledgers?
I'm listening.
That's when we sit Jim in our lap.
Good.
Pet.
Keep it up.
Oh, we should do that.
Mm-hmm.
Aber ich denke mir, dass die Polizei bereits weiß,
What
dass
do you want for
unsere
Christmas,
nichts
Jim?
damit zu tun haben.
Huh?
What do you want for Christmas? Have you thought about it yet?
Gut.
Yeah, but until lockdown's lifted, it's just not happening.
Halten Sie noch Ihren Mund. Sie sind
It's going to be it's going to be a worldwide tour.
Yeah?
Damn right. I'm going to get fucked rotten in every state. And
That's
then we're
not the
taking
world.
this party bus worldwide. I'm gonna go on the Union Jack Spice Girls bus, right? It's gonna be my fucking Christmas present. And then I'm gonna go into every state, and then I'm gonna get fucked up and down the Spice World bus. And then I'm gonna drive it to the moon.
To the moon?
Damn right. I bet it's brilliant up there.
There is nothing on the moon.
There's no laws on the moon. You can go up there and you can make roosters fight all night long.
But they're so bad at Tekken.
I'd love to watch roosters try and play video games.
Do you think they try and use their wings, or do you think they just peck impotently at their controllers?
To be honest, I think they just ignore them.
You'd better have something important to tell me when I get back, Knight. Or you'll learn more about Chairman law enforcement than you ever cared to know.
What character do you think a rooster would play in Tekken?
I don't know any Tekken characters. Yoshimitsu is one, isn't it?
I believe so. I was going to go with Dr. Boskonovich, but...
Yeah, I've never teched. I don't know what's in a Tekken.
I set myself on fire playing Tekken.
What?
What?
How?
I had a cigarette on. I was playing the game, and it was still between my fingers, and I was like had one leg slightly like across the other leg, and I set fire to my jeans. And there was a 2-litre bottle of Coke just the other side of my friend, and I was like, "Can you pass me the Coke? I'm on fire." Vinay, I'm on fire. Vinay, I'm on fire. Can you pass me the fucking Coke? She's like, "You're just trying to win." No, I'm on fire, bitch.
A friend set fire to me for a joke once.
Wow.
What?
I went to a rough school.
Yeah.
It was a great laugh. I was in class. I was having a conversation with my friend Peter, who was sat next to me. About 5 minutes roll by, and then I just turn to him and I say, "Am I on fire?" And he looks behind and says, "Oh yeah." Then we
How on fire?
Not massively. You know.
Okay.
I would have estimated like one not generous, one moderate blast of hairspray probably.
Okay.
Worth. I mean, it put a hole in the blazer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not great. I got set on fire in a club in Croydon once. But that's just fucking Croydon for you.
Well, yeah.
But that wasn't even the worst thing about that night. I went outside to have a fag, and there was some guy just screaming at his missus and like shaking her about on the other side of the road. So I went across the road to step in, and he beat the shit out of me.
Oh no.
I was like, well, this night couldn't have got much worse. And then I was woken up about 12 o'clock the next day by my assistant manager going, "You need to get to fucking work. I've been there for 2 hours on my own. I haven't been able to get a hold of you. Where have you been?" I was like, "I'm going to need a shower. I'm still drunk and I smell of burnt hair." You can't work in retail with the smell of burnt hair. It's not a good day. I don't really drink anymore.
The guy that was asking about Grossberg, he was listed in one of Grossberg's...
Drugs are much safer.
They knew each other. In the club, these
I
fellas
got
all
called
patronized
into
on the
work
blocks
once on
from
my
where
way home
Grossberg
from a
was
night
camped.
out.
Oof.
Coincidence?
And because the
What was
place
the
that I
job?
worked
I think so.
was it was
Good
that
work.
warehouse
Oh,
place
yeah,
that I
yeah,
used
yeah.
to
The
work.
club investigated
And
immediately.
because
You'll
like
have to leave that
the
tape
bottom
here.
of my road
Wait
is
a
where my
minute.
work was, I
I'm already
literally
into these
got
guys.
called into
You
work
went there
on
with
my
your
way
SWAT
home
troop
from a
in my
night
school
out.
pigeon days.
Damn.
It
Sorry,
was 6 a.m.
but
I was
I'm in
pissed off
charge
my
of this
face.
case,
I
and now
was
I have a
staggering
lead.
home in high heels.
I can't depend on a
My boss
civilian
just
to
like,
do my
"Heck
job."
yeah."
What's the name of this club?
Fucking no.
That's the story of how I ended
The
up working an
Friendly
8-hour shift,
Wanderer.
completely pissed,
Near the
barefoot.
university.
Okay.
No.
I'm not sure that
I
place had
appreciate
great
the
health and
information,
safety.
but as of now,
No.
I want
No.
you to
You should
disappear.
definitely not be doing warehouse work with no fucking shoes.
Oh no, I was on the machines
Sure.
that day.
I understand.
You should definitely not be working fucking heavy equipment with no
It
fucking
was
shoes on.
fine. First 5 hours of the shift went by like a dream. I didn't know what was
You're
going
still
on
pissed.
around me.
Yeah. 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 Well, I'm glad you're all in one piece. Physically.
Sucker.
Oh heck. So just before Thinky was born, Tricky managed to set 3 fires in a week.
Wow. What? Hopefully not
Just
indoor house
very
fires.
tired.
Ah, yeah.
Exports, exotics. Vanessa knew what all this meant.
Yep, that'll be all the fucking tigers and elephants and shit they were shooting. Bastards! We're slowly uncovering the plot of this game.
There's a plot to this game?
There is a plot to this game!
Are you sure it's not just people with hair walking around in clothes? That's all I've noticed so far.
What do you want?
But most of them are very angry Germans. Don't forget that.
I can't hear them. They all look like they sound like nothing.
They're all very angry Germans.
Who's going to pay me, huh?
I'll be handling Grossberg's accounts.
Oh.
If you could just tell me what services
I'll
you
give this a
perform for
fucking
him
whirl.
exactly,
We've tried
I
this
can get you a
before and it
check right
ground the
away.
fucking stream to a halt. But let's try it again.
Nobody about what I do. Pay me what I'm owed. Maybe you and I can do business together. Otherwise, I've had enough of Grossberg and his associates.
Oh heck!
There you go. See if you can deal with Germans. Gabe has not turned into a werewolf. Very disappointed. It's taken 4 fucking streams and we still haven't done this yet. How do I get the fuck out of here? Oh, okay. That's my own fault for clicking off the screen. It's my own fault. Right, back to the lawyer. Yeah, the pacing in this game is pretty shite.
Gabriel, come in.
Hey, Harry.
And the other thing with this game is if you miss one little thing, you will do what I did in the last chapter and spend basically an hour wandering fucking back and forth going, there's clearly one tiny thing I haven't clicked on yet.
Sure. How much you
So I haven't opened a dialogue thing, so I can't get fucking Lily to appear. So I can make a dead king's ghost appear. There is a plot to this game, it's wild.
I won't be carrying it long.
Loads of money.
Frau Hogel, gehen Sie zur Bank und holen Sie mir 14.000 Mark vom Ritterkonto ab.
14,000 mark? That's a lot of mark.
Perhaps you'd like to make out a will while we wait.
Where there's a will, there's a wait.
How about if I just leave everything to you?
I wish you could leave everything
What?
to me.
Wasn't that bad?
Oh!
You love it.
Love you.
Thanks, darling.
Lady in red. She works here. Stop perving on her, it's weird.
Yeah, she's just trying to do her job and she has to be polite. You're really coercing her in this situation.
Yes.
Just
You're
leave
the
her
man that
alone.
she's just handed 14,000 Deutschmarks to.
I'm off. See you, Harry.
I thought there was something I could smell. It was you. You're the smelly. Right. Let's wander across town with 14,000 marks on me. I don't know what that is in current funding.
Quite a lot of mess.
How many euros is that?
I don't know.
Was this even a unified Germany at this point? How old is this game? Yo, I got 14,000 marks with your name on it. $14,000 Deutschmarks. 14,000 Deutschmarks.
Alright, a mark's about €0.5.
So about 7 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I think the euro's slightly above the pound right now, so it's probably about 8 grand.
I mean, it just said that 1.95 marks is €1, is what I read.
I don't really know those. Okay. Talk about this. Roddy Moore fell in '89. Wow.
The smell.
I would think it was later.
These stinking animals. No matter how much I spray them down, they smell.
Because you're killing them. Don't keep animals in
Some
cages,
creatures are
dick
like
brain.
that, yes.
Subs go in cages.
Yes, please.
And they're
Be
kept very
interested in
clean.
hearing your business plan here tonight.
Licked clean.
Yeah.
What kind of exotics
I
did you
miss
get for
licking.
Grossberg?
Anything. Cats he mostly got. Things that make good coach, you know. Things you can't get on the market. But for you,
Lions and tigers and bears.
you pay cash up front. I get you anything.
Oh heck! Thank you for the follow.
get hippopotamuses?
Slightly floaty one.
Aww.
Okay. Maybe not
Same as
everything,
95.
but
Wow, I
most
was
things I can
15.
get.
I
need some
was
cat
2.
soup, huh?
Oh Jesus! You had to make it weird, didn't you?
I'm sorry, but in my defense,
It's bad enough when Laura does it. It's worse when you do it.
I'm only a little bit younger than Laura.
I know. God. People will talk about me. They'll insist I'm a creep.
I mean,
And I'll have to remind them it was you that pursued me for over a year.
Hey, I do it.
you are an
Only
hard
costs
person to
250
hit.
marks extra, and I do a good job.
Definitely worth the effort.
The skin all
Well,
clean
the way I see it is anyone who dates me has to be a better experience than me being on my own.
Naturally.
Because I'm bloody good at being on my own,
But every few months,
and I'm not a big fan of people.
he wanted the whole thing
I
live.
find them very stressful.
I don't know what he did with those. I don't ask questions.
I love you.
I love you too. Very many. Many loves.
Yeah.
Is that beautiful one still here?
I'm not sure. They've gone very quiet.
Did you talk to Grossberg before he died?
Yeah, sure. A few days ago, I called the bastard for my money. He told me about you, you know.
He did?
Yeah, sure. Said he had a new business partner.
A
And
new
that soon
business
he would
partner?
have much money and could pay me everything. I thought he was lying. Now you show up. It's good for me he was telling the truth.
Something sinister this becomes. Where did the export go?
Hey, how did Grossberg's export go?
Okay. Usually I bring animals in, not sell them out. I worked hard to find someone to take those two.
Can I see where you put the wolves? Where are the wolves? Where are
Where
the
did the
wolves?
exports end up, anyway?
Taiwan.
Taiwan?
A zoo, they said. But I don't believe it.
Business onion? Wait, where's the business onion?
Oh, promising business
Do they
onions.
sell wolf
Oh,
meat
heck.
at
The
Taiwan?
Business
entire
onion.
week has just been
Why
people
not?
squealing
They
business
sell
onion.
tiger.
Business onion needs a spin-off series.
They eat anything.
I want to see Jim's business onion.
There were 2 wolves, right?
Hi, slightly flighty one.
Sure.
Slightly
What should I
funny one,
say?
gay too.
Hi, gay. I'm Jane. Business onion.
Could I see where you kept the wolf?
Business onion.
Kept them both in
It's
the left
so
cage on the
cute.
right.
It's so cute.
One against the wall.
It was such a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Jim is full of good ideas.
I'd like them to be full of something else, thanks.
Hey.
If I ever solve this case, I'll sick leave. If I ever solve this case.
Hmm.
If I ever solve this case, I'll sick Liba on this
Oh
guy.
no, don't say that.
If I ever solve.
What's?
If I ever solve
Slightly
this
flighty
case, I'll
one
sick
says,
Liba
I've
on
yet
this
to hear
guy.
anyone's voice.
I'm
Wait,
not sure what else to say.
But I said hey, and they said hey back. So.
Oh no. Chat, please, can you hear
not
us?
sure.
Wait.
Oh,
Yeah, see, we
okay.
can be heard. We can be heard.
If I ever.
That
Sick.
scared me.
That's sick. Sussig.
Oh, don't recognise voices. Well, this one's Becky and the other one's Jen.
I'm Jane. Hello.
Yeah, Jen sounds like she learned how to talk. I sound like I just make northern noises.
All the noises are valid.
I'm a person from the internet.
You are?
Yeah, we also have mystery guest. Oh, Bessie can't hear you, Jim.
What?
Turn Jim up.
I don't know how, it's Skype. Jim has to turn Jim up.
I didn't even know I was quiet.
You're a bit quiet, love.
Oh, I'll turn it up.
Turn it up.
We'd hear you better if you took all your clothes off.
Yeah, definitely.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
Less muffling from all the things.
I might have to in this stupid bloody office.
Yeah?
Stupid bloody hot.
So warm.
I'll turn that up.
Warm. Yeah, hot naked Jim.
Aww, I'm being looked at by a snicker snack.
These animals are filthy. Hungry, too.
Filthy animals. How do I give sausage to my animal?
Oh, right. It's because I was quiet.
It's because you... Oh, just stop speaking.
I just assumed I was talking and not being heard. I went quiet. I'm thinking about plays on my own name for some video stuff I'm working on.
Quimothy Girling.
Oh, no, it's a series name, but that's good.
Oh,
Actually, Girling was in the list of rhyming words for Sterling. I like to look at lists every now and then.
I like a list.
See if there's anything I haven't thought of.
Filthy.
Lists and homophones.
I'd like to put Dorn in one of these cages and leave him there.
Don't put your hand in the fucking cage, my dude. Seems like a bad thing. Grim crawling. Yeah, this is a fucking tiger, my dude. What are you doing? Tiger, tiger, burning bright. Have a vice birth tonight. Sausage. Sausage for the kitty. Right, I think I'm gonna wrap this up.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I'm sleepy.
I mean, we have gone longer than like...
Not really, we usually go till like 10, half 10.
It's easy for me to forget how late it gets over there.
It gets late over here, it's rude.
That's getting lame.
Especially since like you guys are still like got that extra hour that...
Yeah, we're 4 hours behind for a change.
Just for a change. Mix things up a bit. Right, where can we find everyone on the internet?
I mean, I'm at Becky Tootle on Twitter and nowhere else.
That's not true.
No, but I'd like to believe it is.
You have a YouTube where you put the Podquisition animated up, which is very good.
It's got a business onion
It
in
has
it.
got a business onion. And everybody loves
If
business
that's-
onion.
If that's the like me having peaked, I'm fine with that, honestly.
What about crows? You worked so hard on that spoon. And that bowl of crows.
Fuck spoons.
You didn't have the spoons for that spoon.
I didn't know. Oh, you, Jim?
What?
We're going now.
Oh.
Patreon.com/Jimquisition.
There
Oh,
you
that's
go.
something.
Yeah, and Twitch. You're going to be on Twitch
What?
tomorrow, right?
Probably.
Right, maybe.
Maybe. Might play a game. I don't know. I haven't decided.
Oh, heck. Well,
I can do anything.
You
can do
I believe
anything.
in myself.
I believe
in
in
you. Okay, that was only a little bit cultish. What about you, Bev?
Me?
You?
Yeah, I can be found here. This is the thing I do. I also write things on stonemonkeyradio.blog. Please go and read my reviews so that WordPress won't be so fucking mean to me.
Oh,
You got 26
so
views
hard.
up from 0. Fuck you. I work bloody hard. Yeah, I have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/stonedmonkeyradio. For as little as $1 a month, you can help me justify a 75-hour work week. I mean, fuck. If you really want to, you could even donate up to like $10 a month, and you'll get early access to A Queer and Pleasant Strangers, which you could be listening to our thoughts on Little Hope right now. You could be listening to our thoughts on unboxing the Xbox Series X right now. Woo. I think that's everything. Streamerlinks.com/JaneAC. You can find all of my stuff, my t-shirts, the podcasts I do, the writing I do, the things I spend all my life digging into in the hope that someday one more people will pay attention and that I can make this an actual job. I also do video editing. Watch Accessibility on Laura K. Buzz on YouTube. I can edit things. I edit audio. I edit video. If you need editing done, you can come to me for that as well. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you again sometime. Oh, fucking bye. Bye.